unmute it.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Gnomes, and Catacombs. How are you guys doing today?
Amazing.
Great, I'm doing great.
Are you doing great?
Uh-huh.
What made it great?
I was on a very exciting podcast for 4 hours earlier, and now I get to do D&D with my close friends, and Lily. I'm sorry.
Wow. Wow.
So cute.
Devin Nash, how are you?
Hi.
Huh?
I'm well, thank you. I've been really busy, but everything's good.
It's 4 hours every Wednesday.
Mr. Mouton? What's
I'm
up?
amazing. Hanging out. How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Good.
Wait, do you feel like a new man now that you have this Devin Nash name? Make you feel better?
Yeah, it's cool. It works out a lot better. I think like people just call me Devin, and then I don't have to spell my Lixia name. It actually
It's
like
pretty unintuitive to spell.
yeah, it was very. I actually thought that like it would be like a huge problem and I'd lose like everybody that like watched me, but it doesn't matter. Like there literally nothing changed.
Cool.
I need some graphics done, but other than that, like, everything's good.
How you
I mean,
doing,
Steven,
Lily?
it was kind of you that did it.
Okay. Wait, I don't know how, but...
Well, remember I had that big talk with you, and I was like, "Hey, is this a good idea?" And then you're like,
yeah, for sure.
"Yeah," and then I did it. Yeah.
Can you guys keep talking for a sec?
Yeah.
Sure.
I can tell you about my donkey I had as a child. His name was Dominic.
I don't know if it's.
I could tell you guys what happened last episode because we've been gone for 2 weeks.
What happened last time? Did anything interesting even happen? It was kind of
No,
a
it was
boring episode,
Pretty
right?
fucking boring. Yeah. That's,
Is it still
that's
echoing?
up to you, dude. You never
Test,
putting us in
test?
combat situations. All just doing all this RP and stuff.
I'm sorry.
I
I love RP.
never. No danger either. Just
All
like
right, there's a
you know,
couple of dragons that live nearby. Why don't we
There's
go
an echo, right?
look for
Oh,
them? There's,
it was
there's
probably
3
from
in the
the-
immediate area.
Alright, we're
I might be
good.
able
I
to
like
roll.
I like
I'm
it.
in.
I got 2 fireballs ready, Koibu, to use on my own party. Let's go.
Sweet, yeah, we got a brass dragon over here. We got a mist dragon down over here, and we got a gold dragon over here.
Do any
So-
dwarf encampments nearby?
Oh
Any
yeah, shit ton
shovelers?
of dwarves.
Yeah.
This area up here, this hilly area, this is all fucking dwarves.
Steve, you want to go get those dwarves?
No. I'm not racist like you are, Mr. Mouton.
Steve, I like your light.
Thanks.
Can you tell me what your thinking was behind it?
I mean, I like contrasting lights in the background.
Oh
I think it looks
wait, why is Steven
Cool.
in Gerald's spot now?
good. There you go. I'll make it green just for you.
Because he's a gnome.
Wait, I'll just switch you
Oh,
guys
that's so
right
cool.
now. Hold on.
If
You can change
Gerald,
the
cycle
color?
your camera.
Do what now?
Cycle your camera, and then we won't have to switch anything.
I don't know what that
okay.
means, sir.
Turn your camera off and on in Zoom.
As you wish.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Perfect.
Did that
Perfect.
fix everything?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Sweet. Cool.
Are we all
Wait,
good to
what's
go?
my... Oh, I have a little gnome picture now.
You've always had a gnome picture.
What does it say? No homo?
No, it
no
says
ho ho.
it says ho
Oh.
ho ho.
Oh, okay. That's so weird.
Nice.
Got you.
All right. So you, Devin, what happened last time? Get us up to speed, Captain.
Okay, I will. We met a guy named Devin the driver. We decided to go to the town of Fortune, and we met a bunch of nice people there that were really nice to us. And one of the people that was then like Midori got whispered from her god to kill this guy named Rupert Thorne, who was like a high cleric. So she's like, well, how can I kill that person? And then everyone was mean, especially to Gerald in Fortune. Okay, everyone's always mean to Gerald, but this was especially bad.
Wait, wasn't I nice to
Fortune.
you?
Yeah,
I
you
put you in
stood
my
up.
bag. Yeah.
Everybody but Barba was mean. I tried to play the bagpipes to make a song for people, and they weren't having it. They were very upset. So we decided to stay in town overnight, and we wanted to see what was going to happen, even though we got told not to. And then we made a tiny hut, and some people looked for us and couldn't find us, and so we decided to go outside, even though we were told not to. And then we found a big bunch of group of people who were gathered there, and then we found the high cleric that Midori wanted to kill. And then Locke got up there with a high cleric while they were delivering bodies into this catacomb thing. And then Locke followed him in. And then in true Locke fashion, he killed the high cleric instead of anything else.
It was
Said,
self-defense,
"Send
to be clear. It was self-defense. He was casting a spell on me. There's no fucking way I'm gonna let that shit fly.
He said, "Send in the gnome." So we all went in, and then we met the sheriff of the town, and he said, and then Barbo cut his throat, but he didn't die fast enough apparently. So we raised a zillion dead people from the catacombs, and then we were in a fight that was really tough. So I threw a fireball at ourselves, and we somehow got out. After then again fighting like a vampire, then we fled the city, and we hired some mercenaries, and now we're fleeing the city, and we're outside of the city fleeing the city, and we said we were going to talk about what to do now.
Oh,
Right.
real quick, I don't know if we're far enough removed for me to ask this. What spell was that guy gonna cast on me?
I'd have to go. I don't know. I made a spell list at the time. I don't remember where I put my notes on the spell
Was
list.
it like? But it was like some just random offensive.
He might have
spell,
just
I'm guessing?
brought up all of the skeletons or something.
It was probably like a hold person spell or something.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, get you paralyzed and then tie you up, or knock you out or slit your throat or something. I think he was more looking for the capture than the kill. But something to effect. All right, so the party is fleeing in the night. You are in a wagon, in a carriage, and you have Captain Thaden and his 3 mercenaries with you, and you guys are taken off. It is dark on the night of the full moon, and let's come into play here. So, in the wagon, the driver peers over his shoulder back at you guys and asks, "Where are we going?"
I think it'd be best if we headed back to Hillsborough. Do you think?
Nearest safest place.
Hillsborough or Clydesdale?
Hillsborough was fine, wasn't it?
That's like 2 days, isn't it?
That's going to be a 2-day journey, yeah.
Yeah.
Stromheim
where's
is a little bit closer.
Hey, Devin,
It's about half the distance.
Oh, we haven't been to Stromheim.
where's the safest place to go that's closest to here? Because that was messed up, remember? With all the crazy...
I told you to stay out. Oh,
Yeah,
didn't I tell you?
You did say that, but
Am I-
this is not a
am I-
group of people that listens well.
Am I conscious right now, or?
Sure, I think that, yeah, you guys can all be conscious for this
Okay.
discussion, even though you're at
Yeah.
low HP.
Midori, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I'm fine too, thanks for asking.
I saw you were talking to Devin, so I assumed you were fine. Midori
have-
just became conscious.
I have 1 HP. Or I mean, I'm feeling I'm feeling like I have not much health.
But we got through it with the power of friendship, right?
Aye,
What?
aye.
With the power of friendship, Midori, you almost got us all killed.
But
Why
we
can't you ever
managed
share
to.
plans with us?
Locke, you almost got us all
You
killed.
ran,
You ran in
into
there.
yourself.
Listen, I was
Guys,
trying to
we
figure out what
have
was
to
going on.
stop- We have to stop killing everyone. Okay,
We have to stop
figure-
bickering amongst ourselves and figure out where to
Yes.
go. I think we should go to Stormheim.
Let's go to the closest, safest place, then decide on like a party leader and what we're gonna do next.
Let's go get a rest and level up.
Stromheim has strong walls, and you'll be safe from outside harm. But the city has decayed since its former glory days, and the streets are somewhat dangerous. Copper Hill is much stronger, has no walls, no defenses, but the integrity of the town is still intact. Hillsborough is twice the distance as either.
Let's go to the second one because the we don't want to get like ganked in the street after all this.
Are there a lot of dwarves in Copper Hill?
What is it with you and dwarves?
I'm just
Very-
asking.
Very few, I believe.
Okay. Just checking. I met a dwarf once.
Do you
No good
keep
for nothing.
mentioning it? Comes up every few minutes. Feels
Yeah.
like.
Just very afraid of dwarves.
All right.
Gnomes are
You
cool
and
though.
dwarf once, not a dunce.
Nah, he
time to
was a
buy-
dunce.
It's an odd
Over
fear
to
for such
Copper
a
Hill.
fierce warrior like you to have.
Oh, lovely.
You know, I'm scared of the little guy.
All right, so on our way to Copper Hill, let's roll for random encounters. Because it is 50-some miles that will take you maybe a day and a half.
Can we short rest for? Was 2 of us are at HP? Can we take a short rest in like a tiny hut somewhere?
Well, I have to
Before we-
see if there are any encounters before your next long rest, short rest opportunity.
Oh
Because
my
you're traveling in the middle of the night, so you could still run into something in the plains.
I'm ready for it. I don't care.
Fuck
Eat
it.
We're gonna die.
ready.
We're all at like 1 HP, right?
No.
No.
I'm at like
That's fine.
25 HP.
I'm at 38. I
There's
think.
no encounter that day anyway. You're
Boring.
Good stuff. Just
Come
kidding.
on,
the
Koibu.
DMs that are too scared to kill the players.
Yeah.
Don't test him.
Yeah, don't. Let's not poke the bear.
All right. Late the next morning, maybe early afternoon the next day, you guys arrive in Copper Hill.
Wait,
It
does this count as a
is-
short rest on the wagon?
Yes.
We're about to long
yeah.
rest.
I think you guys are about to long rest right here, though,
Yes, sir.
right?
Are we?
Yes, we
Yes.
get a level.
You will level up the next long rest.
Well, okay. Well, okay. You're not saying we're about to, and then like, oh, I rolled for an encounter. Now you're gonna die when I could have just like rolled all my hit dice, right?
I mean, if you run into an encounter 3 days into a long rest, then you've taken 3 short rests, so you will have been at full HP anyway, right?
Okay, but we're not gonna like walk into the city and get killed. Okay.
I don't know. You might.
Okay, I want to roll my hit dice.
I want to
don't
roll my
trust
hit
you.
dice then. Yeah.
I don't trust this.
I'd
guy.
like a short rest real quick.
Yep, I will roll.
Alright,
Okay.
cool. People roll their hit dice. Lovely.
Yep. Feel good. All right. I'm ready to kill anyone I see in the town. Ready to murder hobo up.
Okay, let's arrive in Copper Hill in the middle of the day. It is a quaint little town, maybe 5,000 people total. There's a river that you cross to get into it. The river's maybe a half mile out of town or so. The town itself has low-lying buildings, mostly made of mud brick with red clay tiles for the roof. There's a keep nearby that's been burned.
Throw me to the end.
And yeah, it's just a quaint, quiet little everyday, ordinary town.
Let's
There's
go to the inn and talk and try not to kill anybody.
I'd like a long rest at the end party.
I'd like to rest too. My body feels weary.
Can I give Lily back her sword? I don't know if that's been transferred yet or not.
Oh yeah, give me back
Her
my
name's
sword.
Midori, Locke.
I was talking out of character to the DM,
That's
not in
cringe.
character. Okay.
We only
Cringe.
speak in character.
Sorry, in character. Midori, thank you for your blade. Let me return this to you now.
Okay, I'm glad you found some use out of it.
Your god is truly mighty, Midori.
Her god wasn't the one swinging the blade at the end.
My god was the one who blessed the blade that allowed you to swing it in the first place, okay? But I don't wanna fight right now. I
Let
like
us not
to
bicker.
rest. You've done too much fighting lately, and it's not good for the heart.
Yeah.
Eee, boy.
We can all be friends.
You find the
Rest at the
Starlight
end.
Tavern and Inn and Tavern here in town. And that is where you can post up and chill for a while. It is 3 silver a day, a person a day, and there are 4 of you.
I think we need to fix our gold
times
for
3,
hiring
5.
our people.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
have
we definitely have not subtracted that.
277 in my inventory. That's not right, right?
That's all gone.
Yeah, you took my
Right.
gold while I was
Wait,
unconscious,
I thought
right?
we subtracted this last time. Did it not save?
I did not subtract anything, I don't think, because I have 30 gold.
So how much did I give up last time? 250? All of it? Did I give
How
up
much
all
did
of
we-
my gold?
How
Yep.
much did we have to pay, Neil?
Like 500.
500 for 2 months? We're gonna get him in the mines working for us.
Yeah, we can kill him and get it back. Don't worry.
Oh, true.
So I have no money?
You have no
Correct.
money.
So you guys...
I have silver for you, though.
We pilfered your purse when you were asleep.
Yeah,
or
I'm
knocked
gonna
out.
go look through my purse right now and be like, where's my money?
Wait, what about my money?
We need to pay these people the rest that we owe them, so...
How much do you need?
We gave 270 from Lily. How much are you giving? I'll give all mine 30 gold.
So 300, so we need 200 more. So
Well, I have 150, but that's everything I have.
All right, I'll put in the final 200 then.
I have 189 silver.
No,
that
let
I
me
can-
help. Let me help a little.
It's okay, Gerald.
Let's split 100. You give 100, I give
It's all
100.
right, Gerald. I have plenty of gold. We're okay.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Thank
He's
you.
rich, Gerald. He's been hoarding it all.
I haven't been hoarding anything. Gerald's the only reason we got out of those catacombs alive, though.
That is true. He's a mighty gnome. I'm sorry I ever mocked you, Gerald, for throwing shitty spells, you know? You were truly mighty.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
thank you.
32 silver and 40
I
copper
hop up
pieces.
and down happily.
I have 189 silver.
Okay, I'll pay
I'd
for
like
my
to stay
own.
the night and level up.
It'll take you a week to level.
Like to level.
All right. The innkeeper is a 35, 36-ish year old gentleman. He's fairly slim of figure, but quite tall, maybe 6'3", 6'4". He has got a short beard, a little bit of a mustache going on with it, chocolate brown hair. His name is Bradley Badbone.
They were describing Destiny, and then you said 6'4", and I was like, oh, never mind. No way. Fucking God, I'm sorry. Hello, Bradley Badbone. My name's Brad as well. I'd like to stay a week in your inn with me and my compadres.
Compadre?
As long as you don't have a bone to pick with me.
No, sir. The only bone I get is when I see, you know, the tavern wenches.
Well, I got some tavern wenches for you. Boys, get over here! And he calls over his waitstaff. His sons visit and stand around to wait.
Captain Barbo, it looks like the perfect company for you. Surely you're gonna
Yes.
have a magnificent night tonight.
Surely I will. Me and the lads, we're gonna play some poker.
Mr. What was his name? What was your name? Barb?
Bradley.
Badbone? Bradley.
Bradley. Mhm.
How much is it for the services of your men for tonight?
I was just joking. These guys just wait tables.
Of
They
course.
turn tricks. It's on their own time.
It's all in jest, of course.
Of course, of course.
How much is it? How much is it going to be for seven nights worth of rooms for all four of us?
84 silver
Do we have to
84.
total.
What?
do we have to pay our lackeys that we just paid to serve us? Do we have to pay for their shit, or they got that?
Oh wait, we better have because we subtracted 500 gold, right? I subtracted that, so.
You did hire them blanketly, so they are camping out just outside of town. They're not going to stay in the inn with you. You can come and grab them whenever you want, but they're going to have their own camp.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll toss 1 gold then to Brad. Lee.
84 silver, thank you very much.
Wait, how much is? I thought 84.
8 gold and 4 silver.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that.
Excellent, excellent.
I'm gonna.
Well,
I
got it.
I tug on Locke's cloak.
What's up, Gerald?
We have to like have a meeting, right?
Yeah, we can have a meeting, but maybe we should get upstairs and get acquainted with our rooms and
I
everything.
need to
first.
level, Gerald.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he means by that. He keeps talking about
let
levels.
me
I think
let me
it's,
show you your
perhaps?
rooms.
yeah, I think it's something about.
I need
his
7
god
days
or
of
something.
solitude.
Okay.
He leads you upstairs to a series of rooms on either side of a corridor and heads to the far back of it, gives you 2 rooms on the right, 1 room on the left, and the far back room, and says, this will give you guys privacy from any other guests if you do bring back them wenches.
A man of
How
my
is your-
stature will be bringing back many wenches, my friend.
Just
I'm
curious,
sure
Bradley.
you are.
How are you? How are you with the people of Fortune? What is your relationship like with the people of that city?
Are you talking to me or him? We're
I'm
both
talking
named
to
Brad.
Bradley.
Oh, well, it's my real name.
Really?
Yeah,
Brad?
Bradley. Bradley is my full name. I go by Brad.
It's crazy
But
how many
you're
things I've
talking to-
learned on this journey that I couldn't care any less about. So
Sorry,
Bradley,
I just got confused.
what is your relationship
That's
like with the people of Fortune?
Ooh, that's a dark place. I've never been. And, yeah.
Oh.
It's safe now.
That's
What do you
not entirely true.
What do you mean?
Oh, we just
He
went through
doesn't
there and had
mean
a
anything.
nice
I don't
journey.
understand why. Yeah, we passed by. The people seemed a little interesting, but we're probably all pretty tired. Probably have to say some real dumb shit if we keep talking. So I think we'd like to retire to our rooms for the night. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
nice
Have a
meeting you,
good night
Bradley.
then. Yeah. He waves you away, and you guys head to your rooms. You can gather in the far back room. It is the largest of all of the rooms, and it has a table with chairs around it. I think if you pull over one of the like foot lockers at the end of the beds, you can get 4 chairs around that table.
For the meeting.
For your meeting.
Can I check the room for windows and exits?
There is one. There are 2 windows at the back of the room looking out down the inn, and then all the other 3 walls have no windows on
There's
them.
nothing going
Are
on.
you
over
tired
the
of our
map.
company already, Captain?
Just looking around, making sure there's no traps about.
Okay. Well, are we all
So-
gathered around here to chat?
Okay, yeah. Like, so we gotta talk about some things. First of all, our current strategy of what we're doing, pretty weird.
It's been working.
We go into a place, and then we kill everything. And now we've killed so many things that we don't know what we're doing anymore. So
I think our
we need...
investigation is going to take us back to Fortune. We're probably going to have to go back to that city and find out who exactly we killed and what
There's
exactly
no
we
fucking
just
kill
way
the
we're
rest of
going
those
back to that
fuckers.
city.
We
There's
have to go
no
back
way.
to that city.
We have to cull that city.
We can't. We can't. They're gonna. You want us to attack a city?
We don't have to
Yeah.
attack the city. I mean, not every single person saw us there. I don't know.
Every single person saw us.
We're gonna bring our knights and we will cull that city of the wretched people in there.
Captain Barbo, we're not going to cull any city. It's not what we're called to do right now.
I
Okay,
think we
how
should
many?
do that.
Wait, realistically, only a dozen or so people saw us leave those catacombs. Everyone else had retreated from the entrance.
No. There was a lot of people who saw us enter and leave the catacombs.
And the nobles and the everybody. We can't go safely
well,
back
we
to that city.
we killed the noble.
Well, there was like
we handled her.
there was like more, and also that city is like super. I think we should start talking to people around. Like
also
maybe
killed
this
the-
city has a knowledgeable person, right? And like who runs this city? We could ask some questions. They'd know more.
We also killed the sheriff, so maybe we could go back and make that city ours.
Are we in the business now of running empires, Captain Barbo?
Are you pillaging
we-
now?
Are we what?
Midori, it seems like, is your god okay with what's happening there, Midori? Is she satisfied, or does she want us to go back and finish it off? All of those evil worshippers.
So what are we doing?
What?
Like what are we actually doing? What are
We
we
need a
trying to figure out?
philosopher's stone to go with our helm of domination.
so
and
we
I say
want
this
this-
whispering.
So we want the stone.
Yep, that's the goal.
Locke, do you think that's true?
I mean, I believe that is what we're searching for, yeah. And maybe to find out more information about, I guess,
Fortune.
all of these items in general. The vampires that we released, this crown of domination. And then find out why General Tavington wants to use all of these things and what he plans to use them for.
So are we doing the right thing by going back to Fortune to figure that out? Should we not start here and talk to some people and figure out what's next?
Yeah, we can start talking to people here first, of course. There's no reason to rush back to Fortune.
We'll be taking a week-long rest, yeah.
I feel like we'll probably need to travel back there to figure out something. I think the people that we killed were probably important. We probably should
I
figure out who exactly
think-
we killed.
What we need is stable leadership, and I
Yeah.
nominate Locke.
Yes,
That's
I think we
surprising.
need... In time... Wait, yeah, why are you nominating Locke?
Why do I nominate Locke?
Yeah.
Because he obviously is a know-it-all, and I think that he'll lead us correctly.
Okay, here's the things. Like, I think I shouldn't do it because I metagame. You shouldn't do it because you're crazy and gonna get us all killed. Midori shouldn't do it because she's CBA. And then, so
What's
yeah,
CDA?
Steven
Let's see, DA.
can't be asked, just doesn't give a shit. And then,
Midori cares. Gnome. Why are you being
Not
so
about
rude?
not about
I
leading.
nominate Midori to lead us. I think we need a strong female leader in one of Koibu's worlds.
Do you care about leading?
Midori, will you please lead us since this fucking gnome is saying you
If I
can't be
have
asked?
all of your trust in me, I will
You do.
gladly lead this party. But I want to hear it verbally from all of you that you trust me.
I will follow you to the ends of the earth, Midori.
Oh, thanks, Captain Barbos.
To the ends of the earth.
What about you, Locke?
Midori, I'm so sorry. But we need to have a serious conversation about these tasks that are assigned to you from whatever goddess or god you worship.
You think I can't be serious?
My worry right now
You're
is
the
I feel
one who
like
charged in before any of us had a say and got us into this mess.
first of all, I didn't
I
charge in
hardly
anywhere.
think you're well equipped to be a leader at that point. You just
I'm
make
actually
impulsive
surprised right now that you're
decisions.
even capable of having this conversation, considering you were blacked out for more than half the time we were in there.
Lock,
It's not my
please.
fault. You're
Wait,
blaming me for
party,
being
party, party,
unconscious?
party. We need to stop fighting amongst ourselves. Let us
Okay.
just have a democratic vote.
let's lay down some ground rules for where we're going, regardless of who leads. Here are some basic things we have to agree on, okay? Number 1, friends before egos, okay? We can't let our egos get each other killed.
Why
You
don't
understand?
you tell yourself
Yeah,
that?
please. Yes, Locke, I agree.
I
Wholeheartedly.
have never...
I sit there with a huge
Do
smirk
you
on
want
my
a mirror
face.
so you can give
a
the speech
huge
to
smirk
yourself?
on your face as you ran out of the catacombs holding Midori over your shoulders to prove some weird masculine thing and almost got both of you killed?
I was the one who ran in there with my ego.
Yeah, you can keep going back into that. Listen, I made a mistake. I'll admit it. When
I
I
admit my
I made a
mistake.
mistake. But I handled my business, and I did what I had to do to make sure that none of you guys were put at risk. It
I
seemed like that
handled
was the
my
only way to
business.
You barely got out of there by the skin of your
You
teeth.
barely got out of there by the skin of your teeth.
Listen, you both made mistakes. We can
both
just
fucked
acknowledge
up.
it,
Let us not figure out who
apologize,
made the worst
and
mistake.
move on.
We have to agree on this. No, listen, we're not moving on from this. We cannot prioritize the whims of our gods over the lives of our party members. Can we all
I
agree
think
on
that is fair.
I think that also actually does make sense.
Midori.
like
I
Midori,
agree.
like we'll help you with your god, but you have to talk to us.
No, I want to hear it from her. Midori, you cannot prioritize the will of your god over the party members that have risked their lives
You
for you
know
time
I-
and time and time again.
I value and care about you guys a lot more than you think I do. Okay, don't insult me.
Yeah.
That
but I
was
do
a
agree with
horrible
Locke.
non-answer. Can you...
Midori, agree to what Locke said or not?
I agree.
To
Agree
what?
to what?
I agree to prioritize you guys more than my goddess.
Okay, this means that from now on, and I look at Captain Barbo as well, whenever you two have your strange assignments from whatever goddess or god you're praying to at night, you have to let the rest of us know. No
Yes.
more
Yeah,
let us know.
sneaking around and doing crazy random things, okay?
I will. I agree, Locke, and I extend my hand to handshake.
I'll shake his hand as well with a confused look on my face.
Thank
Midori, do you understand this?
If I feel very bullied right now.
Wait, why?
Listen,
Listen to
trying-
me. If
I
we do not agree
prioritize
to
both
this,
you and my
at
goddess.
one point you're gonna have to make a decision, okay?
When that
because you might
when that point comes, I think you'll be very pleased with my decision. Okay, but I don't want to be coerced into doing things I don't want to do. That's not
You
fair
shouldn't
to
have
me.
to be coerced. You should willingly want to do
I
this.
have
You should want to
never
look out
put
for
the
the
lives
your
of
party
you
members.
guys under my goddess. Never. I
Lily,
haven't
you appeared
ever-
out of nowhere and you murdered probably the safest way that we had out of that catacomb for no reason. Why did you do that?
You're the one who charged it. I thought we were in
I
danger.
made a mistake, but I wasn't doing
Well,
it
then
because
I
of
made
God.
a
I
mistake
didn't-
too. Wait, you're allowed to
No,
make
you
mistakes,
didn't
but
make-
I'm not allowed to make mistakes.
Midori,
a little bit hypocritical,
you didn't make a
isn't it?
mistake. Midori, let's look at the intentionality behind both actions. I went into that catacomb because I thought I could find information to keep the rest of you safe. You went in there only because you were trying to serve the whims of some goddess that barely even helps us.
But do you remember, like, he was the leader of apparently a really large cult that was bound to do like evil things down the line. I was only helping the future people.
Sure, maybe he would have done evil things down the line.
And that
We
was
could have taken him
mine.
out. However,
That
he
was
might have
my
had valuable
mistake for
information
not
for us.
That was my mistake for not communicating then, right? My intentions were not evil.
Your intentions were to prioritize the whims of your goddess over the value of your party.
I did not prioritize the whims of my goddess over the lives of my party, but my values are my values, and I don't want to be forced or backed into a corner.
Midori, you snuck into that catacomb like a filthy rogue and killed him while he was
Nothing wrong with
incapacitated
rogues, Locke.
outside of all the vision of us. I mean, what else could you say besides the fact
She
that we were
did
being
kill
shifty?
him, but she didn't do that. Didn't hurt us.
That didn't
I mean,
hurt
we might have
you
been able
guys.
to glean. We could
But
have.
your argument was, well, I prioritize.
She just needs to tell us.
Exactly.
She just needs to tell us.
Can you
That's
tell
it.
us next
And she
time,
said she
Midori?
would.
That,
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
literally
talk
just
about our
said, I'll
gods.
tell
We
you
said that.
next time. What more do you want from me?
Listen.
Steven. Wait, or
If we
Locke,
come across, I don't know who you're talking to.
Locke, you won. You won.
Okay,
Like-
if
like-
we come
about
across
winning.
another situation where you guys are serving other gods before your party members, this is
We're not gonna come into
Point
that.
and
We have
well,
agreed. We have already agreed 3 times now.
okay.
Yeah. So
Now I'd like
we
to elect a
decide-
leader democratically
Yes,
with a
we have to decide on
referendum.
a leader.
I vote Midori. I think she's got her head on her shoulders. And honestly, I'm a little offended at what our gnome said about
I didn't
Midori
say
doesn't
she
care.
can't lead. I said she doesn't care to lead, and then I asked her if that was right. She didn't answer.
Is that correct, Midori? Do you care to lead?
Would you want to lead?
If I have the trust of every party member, including Locke, I will lead. But if if Locke still has some hesitation for some reason, trusting me, despite the fact his hands are also stained. I don't care to lead.
Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Okay.
Took a while to answer that, Midori.
No, it's a hard question.
It's a really big
not a hard
question.
question. It's a
So
very
how do you feel the
question.
need to
It
attack
is a
me
hard
at every
question.
single angle?
Because if you want to rise up and you want to take responsibility,
Comes the
for
knock
lives
at your
of-
door.
Who
Yes,
the fuck
it
is here?
Excuse me. We've had some complaints from other guests that it's getting a little loud in here.
Okay,
I'll,
we'll take care of that.
We're sorry,
Thank you.
Bradley.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Which room complained, by the way?
whatever spell.
Can I walk up to the door? I walk up to the door and I open it and I tell them that if anybody is complaining or has problems, to send them up to our room. Okay?
Come the
And then
fuck
I close
here.
the door, and then I close
Slam
the
it.
door.
Okay.
I walked with him.
We said that we weren't gonna murder anyone.
We're not murdering anyone. Listen to me,
15
okay?
minutes.
If you want the responsibility for leading us,
Oh my
it
god,
could
if
be
you're gonna harp on me for just trying to lead, then I don't want the job, okay? You lead, Locke. You always wanted to be the leader, haven't you? You want to take control. You want
Midori,
to control the
I'll
party.
just as soon have Gerald do it. I just don't want to feel like I'm following
I
somebody
just don't
that's
wanna
running
feel
us
like
on.
I'm following someone. Yeah, okay, we get it. You don't trust me. We hashed this over and over again. Do we have to talk
Midori.
about this for
She's
3
actually
more
right.
hours?
If what she's saying is, if you're gonna let her, if we're gonna nominate her as the leader, and then you're gonna argue later, that's what she's.
I won't argue later. Whoever our leader is
You know
the
what?
person I will
I
follow to the
nominate
ends of the earth.
Gerald.
I
I can't-
nominate not Gerald.
I nominate
I can't do it. If
Gerald.
I do it, the community's gonna get too mad.
You know what? I want
not
to lead,
metagaming!
actually. Midori, can I? Do I have
No,
your vote?
Barbo can't lead. That's the one thing that can't happen.
Midori, do I have your vote, please? I want to lead, and I will do it correctly. I will lead us correctly.
Oh, I believe you will, Captain
Thank you,
Barbos.
Midori.
I'm done. I'm leaving the party.
You couldn't even take care of the 2 Yetis and however many countless other quasi-children
Don't bring
you
our
guys left
sons
here.
up.
Stop
Don't bring
bringing
our
other
children
people's
up.
mistakes when you have just as many in your hands, Locke.
I can't bring your children up. It would take a necromancer
Fuck,
to do
you
that.
said you don't care who leads. I am here to lead. I will do it correctly. Do I have your vote? You said you don't care to lead. You said you
I
don't.
You
said
know what?
I'm
At
not
this
comfortable
point-
following somebody that follows the will of another god.
I will not put my god before my party.
I think we've all proven that we value each other's lives more than our goddesses, right? I have
I don't know
never
if that's
willingly
true.
tried to put your lives in danger. Never. I saved your life once. Or
Okay,
twice.
looking right at to Midori's
3
eyes. What
times.
would you do if your goddess
4
ordered
times.
you? If your goddess ordered you to kill one of us, what would you do? Would you abandon your faith?
Don't speak for my goddess. She would never do that, first of all.
You know that for a fact?
I know that. I know her way more than you do, Locke. Do you even believe in a goddess? Do you even know how this works?
Can you entertain a hypothetical for 1 second, Death Cleric?
Hypothetical, what if a giant came crashing into this tavern and we all died right then and there? What is the point of entertaining
Then
these
I would be
stupid
the first
hypotheticals?
one. Then I would be the first one to fall because I would give my life defending the members of my party. The difference between
you're
you and me,
so
Midori, is I don't have
noble,
to stop
Locke.
and think about
Wow,
that.
your morals
I am
are just
noble
so
from birth,
good.
Midori. That's
Wow.
right. I don't hop around religion for whatever's fashionable at the time to find the nicest goddess who's
can't
going to give me
believe
the
it.
most
You know
goodies.
what?
Okay?
I'm done with this conversation.
You guys are bickering so much. I think I am gonna be an apt leader. I have Midori's vote.
I'm done. I'm actually done. If Barbara leaves, this is a guy that 10 minutes ago, I love you, Mr. Pirate, but you 10 minutes ago just said you're gonna attack the whole city of Fortune.
I did not say I
can't
was
do
gonna
it.
do that.
I can't do it. I'm literally can't do it. It could be anyone else.
Gnome, are you
I'm
salty?
gonna
Yes.
stand
Why
up.
is the gnome so salty?
Can I like stand up, slam my hands on the
There's-
table? I look at Captain Barbos and be like, Captain Barbos, I think you'll be a really good leader. And then I turn to Locke and be like, I can't believe I saved your lives that many times, and this is the payment I get in return. And I storm out and slam the door.
Thank you, Midori. I think we're all a
Alright,
little
Midori.
heated right now. Maybe we should take a break.
Maybe we
and,
should
rest.
reconvene here after 7 days and we'll figure out what we really want to do, okay? I think we need to get our heads straight.
We need to
It's
get
fair
our
that
heads
some of
straight
us
and
are
level up.
Very emotional right now, not thinking clearly.
Yeah,
The
same.
party disperses to cool their heads for a little while. I think you meet up
7
maybe
days
the
later.
next day or something. Maybe a couple days later. You probably see each other in the tavern from time to time. And let's just call it 3 days later. You're down in the main tavern of the Starlight Inn and Tavern. And there's this guy down here. He looks like the sheriff of the town. He's armed and armored in the right way. He's got the appropriate trappings of it. But he's standing on a table holding his short sword in the air, pointing it up towards the sky, and regaling the locals of this time that he and these were-rats were sneaking through the sewers, and no one could spot them, and going on and on about this tale. It sounds like the same old BS that you hear.
I'd like to, in the middle of him, like, because he's like boasting about it, right?
Oh yeah.
Ah, well, I killed a giant single-handedly.
He kind of does a double take and says, "Hold on, you'll get your turn. Right now, we're talking about the time."
I don't think anybody wants to hear about your were-rats. I think they'd be more into a tale about me slaying a giant single-handedly.
Well then, sir, stand up and say it. And he takes a step back and motions for you to climb on the table that he was standing on. And this is the great time to bring back that thing from a while ago when you swore up and down that you would prepare some stuff for your goddess. Is it ready?
I have a speech for my goddess, yeah.
Did you prepare the thing that we talked about so long ago that you promised up and down you would do? Before the next session that you then just didn't do ever?
Alright, I thought...
Alright, well you can't level until you get this thing ready.
Alright,
Until you do... Like, you made me a blood oath.
Listen, I am doing it right now. We're going. You guys do your thing.
God. You made me a blood oath, and you've
Well, what I thought happened was when Gerald and I went around the city and did our...
We already had this conversation 2 weeks ago.
And then I had 2 papers to do, but alright.
And you had a third paper. That's a month overdue now.
And I'm willing to bet you didn't make a blood oath for any of your college papers.
I made it.
But go ahead and give me your slaying the mountain giant story.
I was about, before I was rudely interrupted, to talk about my goddess Ephra, and how Ephra, the most gracious goddess in all of the land, allowed me, with her mighty, mystical, magical powers, to slay a mountain giant single-handedly. So if any of you are interested in bringing yourself to the next level of the world, of this world, please, I implore you to seek out your nearest temple of Ephra and go and speak with her.
Great story, bro.
Thank you.
Comes from the audience. The other guy goes, look. He's a new kid. Look at the young face he's got there. He doesn't know what's going on. This guy who's got to be your age, maybe younger than you even, hops back up on the table and says, where was I? Right. There I was. The sewers dripping with water. Filthy, wretched stench permeating the area. Corpses bobbing in the water. And then he looks at you and goes, this is how you tell a story. We were crawling through the sewers when we saw ahead of us an undead guardian. And he proceeds to tell the story. And after maybe 15 minutes, you realize he's talking about crawling in through the sewers to Fortune itself.
Well, I want to hear the whole story.
I'm sitting in the front with like.
He mocked my story. I'd like to hear what his. I would like to hear his mighty story. The whole 15 minutes.
It's a long story. We didn't.
We don't have to hear it. It's okay, Koibu.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, nice story, bro.
Thank you. So the story is about how they crawled through the city streets of Fortune, ended up near the mesa in there, and then scaled up it through this little back corner between it and the wall, snuck into the keep at the top, and he finishes his story there, leaving everyone in suspense and saying, well, I swore on my life I wouldn't say what happened next, but I think you all know there's things that aren't in Fortune anymore. And there's a round of applause from people as the sheriff completes the story, and he hops down and sort of swaggers over to your table and goes, better luck next time, kid. And besides, pick a more believable story.
What?
Captain Bravo just sits there stunned.
Sorry, I don't listen to liars.
Wait, where are we during this time? Are we
I
sitting
think
with
you're
him?
all sitting at separate tables because you're getting a little break from yourselves.
Got it.
I'm
cool
sitting
with
next
it,
to
right?
Gerald. I'm okay sitting next to
I'd
Gerald.
like-
Wait,
Sitting next
I'm
to
sitting
Gerald.
next to Gerald.
I don't sit next to Gerald.
There's enough gnome for everyone.
Captain Barbo, maybe you can go get some information from that guy about his adventures in Fortune. Demonstrate your leadership prowess by gathering
Sorry,
information for us.
Locke, I am busy writing. Writing about our tales. How
I
about
want to
you
go over
go
to
and
the.
talk to
Can I
her?
go over to the innkeeper?
Midori.
Koibu.
Yeah,
Can I go to the innkeeper?
totally. You find Bradley. He's out passing drinks over at the bar right now.
Hello, Mr. Brad.
Yes.
Hi.
Bradley Badbone. How are you doing, Mr. Gnome?
I'm very good, very glad. Hopefully you're not mad and this is not a bad time to talk to you in some rhymes about what may be going on in this town. We're curious if there's anyone, any person, a noun, who might have any kind of like leadership or know some things about the city of Fortune. You see, we have been trying to learn more about the place. And is there anyone in town who may know and be able to pick up our pace and make a case?
Yeah. There's the mayor of the town, recently elected mayor. His name is Joris.
Oh.
He lives outside of town. You had to take the road, past the river, and on the right side of the road, you'll see a little hut down a way. That's his house. He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
A wizarding wizard, yes, and a bit of a recluse. He's a good fellow, though. He's the uncle for the guardian. The sheriff was his ward. He raised the sheriff. They're related. That's what I'm trying to say.
So his name is Joris the Wizard. He casts spells, you tell.
Joris with a J, but yes.
Joris the Wizard.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So that's great. Well, I appreciate your help. Thank you very much, Brad. I hope that your day is glad.
As you hop off your stool, you notice that there are two gnomes seated like just over from you, and they're both looking at you and like shaking their heads.
Wait, why? Hello, fellow gnomes. How do you do?
Why don't you go home?
I don't know where my
Spent
home
too much
is.
time with these people. You've lost all of your rhymes like Rip Van Winkle.
I can assure you that I can rhyme even in double time, maybe even better than you, fellow chum. What about my rhymes makes you so glum?
They nod and go. The first one says, "Well, maybe I misjudged you."
Oh. No trouble at all, fellow gnomes. Wherever you may roam, I hope you can find it and call it a good home.
They nod enthusiastically, and one of them offers to pay or puts some money on the table and buys your next drink for you.
Oh, I gratefully accept.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I head back over. Yeah.
They apologize for the misunderstanding. They overheard you talking with the bartender, and your rhymes dropped a little bit, and they were judging you. And then they realized that, well, maybe they're just trying to be nice to the bartender or something. He's still rhyming. Okay.
A moment of weakness, but not of meekness.
Yeah, no, they're happy to pay for your drinks. Cool. You can meet back up with separate members of the party at their separate tables.
I just kind of try to. I can't really gather people.
You can, but they're all angry at each other.
I
Yeah, true.
refuse to sit next to Locke at the moment.
Okay, so we're in kindergarten. So I'm gonna go over to. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over to. Let's see. I'll go over to Midori first.
Big mistake.
Hi, Midori.
Stop it. Stop metagaming.
Hi, Midori.
Hi.
I have a new update for our story.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wizard who casts spells, and they may tell what the next part of our journey will be. Well, and that might be swell, so we should go talk to the wizard after everybody stops fighting. What do you think?
That sounds good, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then I go over to Locke. Hi, Locke.
What's up, Gerald?
Hi. I found that there's maybe a next step in our quest. There's a wizard outside the town who runs it, and it might be best if we talk to him after our rest.
Maybe, Gerald.
Are you doing okay?
I'm okay, Gerald.
It's
Gerald,
been
we
a
should go
long...
out and talk. We should go out and talk sometime soon.
Yeah, okay. I think it's been a long journey, and sometimes it's kind of hard for everybody to stay calm in a world with so many qualms.
I want to talk to Gerald.
I gotta go over to Barbo next. I gotta Barbo.
Go do
Hi,
your thing,
Barbo.
Mom.
Hello. Gnome?
How are you doing?
I'm good. What do you want?
Well, there's a new wizard in the town, and it might help us to
I
figure
don't give a
out
fuck about a wizard.
why not.
I just don't care. Not interested in that.
What are you interested in?
Interested in making money and giving it away.
Okay. Do you think that there's something we gotta do next, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to find the stone that we were doing, right?
Yeah. So I think I might know the next step in that.
Cool. All right. You see here, I'm writing something, don't you? And you're interrupting me. How about we figure out who the party leader is, and then we can have a talk about this, and I'll shoo him off.
That sounds good. I hope you have a great day, Mr. Barbo.
Don't need your vote.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's all I'm doing.
Well, who do you go sit next to next, Midori or Locke?
Next I'm gonna. Well, nobody called me over, so I'm gonna go sit next
I'm
to like.
definitely-
No, I want to.
I'm
Yeah, no,
motioning.
I'm motioning to you
making
too.
eye contact.
Don't do this to
I
me.
made eye contact. Listen, we had
I'm
a
looking
stronger
at you. I am
friendship.
very hardcore
I'm
eyeballing
literally-
you as
do
you
you
walk
really
across
wanna-
the tavern. You can
just
definitely
making that
see me
motion
making
right now,
very
and I'm
strict eye
moving you over.
contact with
Hey,
you.
Gerald.
Kind of
Right
like
over here,
not really
Gerald,
shouting because
right
that's a little
here.
cringy, a little
I'm
bit
not
too try
shouting,
hard. But I'm
obviously. I'm just
definitely
calling
nodding
you
my
over
head
very
very
casually,
masculine way, hoping that you would
I
fall
withdraw
over
my
and share a
bagpipes.
conversation.
And I begin to play a song.
How's it go? Oh, it goes nice.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Slowly, the crowd stops, or starts turning to face you as you're playing your bagpipes. The other gnomes at the bar turn around and bop up and down with the music, and you get after you finish your song, you get a great round of applause from the audience. They all seem very excited.
Can I sing a new song?
Oh yeah.
All right. I got to improv on the spot. I don't have anything written down. Listen, everybody playing D&D. Put your other fucking hands up and follow me. I know it's been tough, kind of a little rough, not little bit of fluff, but everything is gonna be okay because we're gonna decide on a party leader. Yay! And then we're gonna go to the next place and maybe not die. That would be good because then I'd cry if everyone died. I don't know who the new party leader is gonna be, but we'll find out. You'll see. That's it. Gerald nod.
There's a round of applause from the people, and the bartender / innkeeper comes over to you and goes, "That was a good tale. And judging by what I heard the other day, not an inaccurate one either. Listen, Gerald, have you ever considered you should lead the party?" I mean, it's not hard to see the tension between those three, right? You seem to be the one everyone gets along with. Just put it out there, man. You seem like the only person people would follow.
Yeah,
Me,
but there's
that's
like
that far.
there's like this crowd of like people around, and they don't
And
like me
they're all-
much, so I don't know if I want to do it. But I thumbs up the barkeeper. Okay, I'm gonna play my bagpipes.
All right. You bagpipe away, and I think we can skip ahead another couple days.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Let's see. What is the next event that happens here?
Well, if nothing's going on, I think I'd
We
like to
level
grab
up.
Gerald and take a walk outside. Just sit
I
outside the
want to
city walls
talk
and chat
to
with him.
Gerald.
All right. Well, Locke
we
gets
roll
to
to see
Gerald
who gets-
first. He
Well,
called
we
it.
can
so
roll.
he gets there first.
Okay, no, let's roll it. Let's roll it.
I think they
No,
should
no,
roll.
you
I
said
did.
roll.
I did call it
No,
first.
I think they should roll. That
I
seems
did
No,
not
fair.
I think
call it
rolling
before
is a
you,
good.
Lily.
No, come on, rolling is a good idea.
You just
Sure.
thank
They
you.
should roll.
What are we rolling?
Roll
What are we
initiative.
rolling?
Roll your tokens and roll initiative.
Maybe I want to speak to Jack.
God damn it.
All right, Midori, you get there first.
Hey, Gerald, you want to go for a walk?
Hi, Midori. Yes. Tell me a story. Would you like to hear a story? Is that about stories of the time that we went into the gnome mine, or is this something different?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait,
What's up?
wait.
Sorry,
I
ignore
just-
that.
I just
Sometimes
really
I have a
wanted-
weird moment.
I just really wanted to vent a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that would help me. Then I don't have to rhyme if I listen to you talk. So what's up?
That's true. Koibu, do you have any like relaxing like music, like friendly music or
Oh.
something?
Oh yeah. Relaxing music for you guys. Let's do. Town. We're gonna get you some good music. Right along the River Crux. You guys can walk in that direction. The river makes nice gurgling sounds as you cruise alongside of it. There's even a little mill there for grinding wheat. Music. Find it. Just start. I'll find it. There.
I'm just listening.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking up at
I was
Midori.
gonna play my
I'm
own.
strolling along. I'm putting my little feet in front of each other, kind of like just like playfully marching along,
So,
occasionally stopping to avoid a bug, as to not harm one.
so I just don't understand, you know? Like, I saved this guy's life multiple times. I thought I'd proven myself, but he still doesn't trust me, and it really hurts my feelings, Gerald. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like no matter how hard I try, I can't win the trust of Locke, and that actually stings a little bit. And every time I try to defend myself, he just talks really fast and talks over me. And he thinks like he has like, what, his morals are just so much better than the rest of the parties? Like, I think he's forgotten that he's gotten his hand stained just as much as the rest of us, right? So, I don't know. Like, at this point, I don't know what to do because he makes it really hard to choose between, you know, choices, certain hard choices that, you know, all of us have to make sometimes, right?
Well, what do you want to do, Midori? What makes you happy?
Well, I admit I think I've grown to really like everyone in this party, and it would mean a lot if Locke started to trust me a little more. I thought that I was on the right path, but given this latest disagreement, I don't think I'm on the right path anymore, and I'm not sure what I should do now. What would you do, Gerald, if you had to choose between, you know, I can't say, but there are certain choices that I have to make, right? And it's becoming really hard to tread that line.
What choices do you have to make?
I can't say.
Oh, well, sometimes if you do things right, people won't be sure if you do anything at all.
Can you repeat that?
If you do things right, people won't be sure if you do anything at all.
Oh, I see. How do you think I should make Locke trust me more, Gerald? Because you trust me, right? We're
I do
friends,
trust
right?
you. Yeah, I think you're a very good person, and I think that you've done a lot to lead the party, and you're trying, like us all, to live this part of our story and to see what's next.
Thank you, Gerald. I really appreciate it. I feel like sometimes you're the only one in this party that I can talk to like this.
Wow. Sometimes I'm a little silly, but at the end of the day, I just want everybody to be happy. Happy
You're
and
right.
Lily. And maybe that's all there is to it, you know? I think maybe we just need to talk amongst ourselves more, and then it'll all sort itself out in time.
You're right. I won't give up on our friendship just yet. Even if this latest fight was a little hurtful.
I can see how it was, but you're strong, and I think that this party needs you to believe in yourself and in us. You've saved us many times.
I'm going to bend down and give Gerald a hug.
I stand up on my
I'm
little
going to
toes.
like pat him on the head and be like, "You're a very, very good gnome."
I give a thumbs up and I squeeze my bagpipe with one hand.
All right, let's walk back.
All right. You make your way back to Copper Hill, and as the two of you start to peel off, you see Locke standing nearby, tapping his foot, looking around for the gnome.
Oh, I wander over.
Gerald,
Hello, friend.
I feel like it would do us well to walk.
Okay.
Walk.
We haven't had much of a talk before, Locke, but I would enjoy a talk. Sure.
I don't feel
What's
very
up, Doc?
comfortable. I'm gonna be frank with you.
Uh-huh.
I just don't feel very comfortable with the conflicting pulls in this party right now. I feel like everything I've done so far has been to keep everybody else safe. Lily, can you stop laughing? You're fucking the whole game up right now. Stop.
Wait, what? Oh,
Turn the
shit.
fuck
Come
around.
on, we're doing good. We're doing
Okay.
good. Stay in it.
All right. Oh my god. Let me move this off my screen. Thank you. Okay. I feel like I've done everything I can so far to keep everybody in this party safe. Almost giving my life in a few different instances in order to do so. But I feel like, especially with Captain Barbo and Midori as of late, it feels like there's some ulterior motive they're serving, or some greater purpose, rather than whatever quest we're on, or rather than keeping us all safe.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you want, Locke? What do you want? What do you want to have? What do you get out of this?
I want to guide us through this journey so that we can finish whatever mission we're supposed to do, and I want to make sure that all of us get there healthily at the very end, I guess.
So you think it will help if Barbo and Midori talk more about like what they're doing, and that'll solve most of it, right?
I don't know. I mean, people that pledge allegiance to gods seem to serve their gods over all else. I don't really trust that they would prioritize us over either of their gods. Do you really think so?
Don't we have to believe it? Because we have to trust them at their word. What else is there? Just to deny it?
I mean, we don't have to. We can go our own way. You and me, Gerald.
We kind of can't though, because there's this like mysterious force binding us together. So I think we should trust them with our word and see what happens.
It does seem as though there is some ethereal force that binds our destinies together. I do agree with that. However, I just don't feel comfortable, I guess, putting all my faith into somebody to lead us that ultimately serves another god. I don't know. I feel like they will always, Gerald, I didn't want to say this, but I have these nightmares, okay? Where I wake up in a cold sweat, and I feel like either Midori or Captain Barbo have done something horrible in the name of their god.
Yeah, and what happens in the nightmare?
I don't know. I wake up right before I find out what they've done, but I just have this horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. Something horrible is going to happen with one of them.
So do you think you're the right person to lead?
I think I can keep this party safe, and I think I can keep us on to our mission. Yes.
Do you think there's anyone else that should?
I mean, I as silly as it sounds, I guess over the other two, I trust you, Gerald. I haven't seen you worship any higher power, and you seem to have our concern at heart as well. But
I decided not to follow a god because I think it's a little bit odd. Instead, I study magic spells.
What do you think we should do, Gerald?
I think when we get back, everybody will vote, and I think I don't really know what to do. I guess I could do it. I think in the end, it won't be as exciting as if you or Midori do it.
I think maybe what we could do is all four of us could just maybe write on a piece of paper and put it in a hat, and we'll count it up at the end or something. And then no one knows who votes for who.
Yeah, we could do that, and then try something different if it doesn't work. if there's a stalemate or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. But I think for now.
Oh, sorry.
I think for now, Locke, if we have to trust them at their word. They've given us their word that they will they will talk to us about their gods and what's going on, and we should believe them until we're led to believe something different. Would that be okay?
I mean, you're asking me to trust them until I can no longer do so because they've done something catastrophic, Gerald. You understand how nervous that makes me, right?
Yeah. But but it's okay because I've got lots of spells to get us out of more really dumb bullshit if we get into it. Okay, so we're gonna make it, buddy.
Okay. Thanks for the talk, Gerald. I appreciate it.
I'm always here.
Can I speak with
Thumbs up.
Midori?
Sure, Midori leaves her walk with Gerald, turns towards the inn as you're stretching out front of the inn. Two of you make eye contact.
Midori,
towards her.
how's your day going?
Oh, you know, could be going better. How's your day going?
It's going well. I see that you and Locke are in a bit of a fight. Is there anything? Do you think you guys are gonna be okay, or?
I'm not sure, Captain Barbo. But
What are you upset about?
I don't see how he can find it in himself to shame us for believing in our God when he places justice on a pedestal and often does things impulsively. But, you know...
I agree. He's a very impulsive man. He's kind of like his father.
A little bit, yeah.
His
But
father
you know
just...
what? I'm down to be friends with him and accept him for who he is.
I am as well. Do you think an impulsive man such as Locke should lead?
Honestly, I feel like for the sake of the peace of this party, I'm willing to relinquish the role of leadership. But if I had to choose, I'd rather give it to you or Gerald. Considering he doesn't even trust me yet. That's a little weird, don't you think?
It is pretty weird that we've been adventuring together for probably around, how many months, Koibu, have we been together now?
How many months
In,
have
like,
we been
real time?
together?
Of real
Guys
time?
haven't even keeping track.
Well,
No,
of your world.
Game time? Yeah,
it's been about 2 months.
I think it's been way longer than that, no?
You're
Really?
so
Just
wrong.
2 months?
About 2 months.
It
Yeah.
feels like a lot longer for some reason.
You
Yeah,
guys
definitely.
started
It feels
in
like a lot
August,
longer as well.
And it is
August?
now December. August through December
August.
is where you've been.
Huh,
Yeah,
so
4
it's more
months.
than 2 months.
4
That's what I
months.
said.
Cool. Okay, I'd like to go back to RPing with Lily now. Midori, so you think that we should vote Locke for the good of the party? Is that your final decision?
No. I think I'd be more comfortable with you or Gerald. I think ultimately, because Locke doesn't
think
trust
Gerald will vote
me.
I do think I could get Locke's vote though.
Well, if both of us vote for the same person, it has to be 50-50, right?
That's correct.
Mm.
I say we both vote me, and I will go have a conversation with Locke and see if I can get his vote.
Well, good luck.
Okay.
Hashtag make Arcadia great again.
All right. Let's skip ahead a few more days to the end of your week here in town. It seems like you've just been relaxing and taking it easy, getting yourself a nice long rest. Everyone's at full HP, full hit dice, full spells.
New level?
You can all level. After you read your.
You want me to read it?
Oh yeah, you got to read that shit publicly.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Did you like it?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay. I tried my best. I really did. All right, I will go into the tavern, and is there a? Do I see a young impression? Do I see a young man who looks a little lost? Someone who looks lost, I guess, who's down on their luck.
I don't know. Is there a
Certainly.
mirror in the tavern?
There's a young boy here.
Someone made that joke already, Steven.
Yeah. Snap.
Who made that joke already?
I made the mirror joke like 20 minutes ago.
Lily, can you please let me RP?
Can
Thank
you like not?
Get back. Go back.
There's a young boy here, yeah.
I'll kind of look towards him, but I'll speak to everybody. Hello, everyone. I am here to tell you of the greatest goddess in the entire land. Her name is Ephra. I was once a lost pirate, and then I was greeted by a humble servant of Ephra, kind of like how I'm doing now. She talked to me about her wonderful goddess. At first I didn't believe, but I have to admit, I was kind of intrigued. So, I followed her advice and started praying to her every single night. At first, nothing happened, and I began to lose faith, but I did take some condolence in the prayers, and it became a routine, so I kept praying at night. And after a while, I finally heard her voice call out to me. She said, "Do a mighty deed to gain my favor," and that was it. I racked my brain for a long time. What would impress such an inspirational goddess? I finally came to the idea of slaying a mighty giant alone. So, I set off without my party, all alone. I slowly encroached on the beast's cave and went inside. It was so very dark. I fumbled about like a fool. I was a weak fool before my goddess Ephra. I finally found the beast inside his dingy cave, and I yelled, "Mighty beast, I am here to slay you." The beast jumped up. He was at least 30 feet tall, and he swiped at me. Instantly, I felt invigorated that something had changed in me. I was faster, smarter, stronger, leaner. I attacked the mighty beast. With 2 swipes of my sword, I was able to dispatch the limbs of the great beast. I called out to my goddess Ephra, "Is this the power that you can grant to someone even as lowly as me, Ephra?" And I heard her sweet voice, "Yes, my disciple, follow me and I shall grant you this power eternally." From this day forward, I have followed Ephra with glee. Ephra is a very powerful and inspirational goddess, and if you want to change your life for the better, I implore you to find a temple of Ephra immediately and speak to a priest. And I kind of was looking at that kid.
He nods up and down, slowly but surely. Kind of wide-eyed. Clearly he's been inspired by your words.
Thank you.
What do you do after this? Like immediately after you give this speech?
I guess I would notice that he looks very enthralled, so I'll go and have a word with him. Hi, young man. Are you interested in learning more about the goddess of Ephra?
Did you really kill a thingy?
I really killed a giant, yes.
Wow. Yeah, I want to be like that.
Well, I would first go to the temple and talk to the priest there. See
We
what
don't
they
have
say.
a temple of Ephra here.
Ah, well, there is one in... Would I know if there's one in Stormheim?
Yeah, there's definitely one in Stromheim.
There's one in Stromheim. Maybe if me and my party adventure that way, I can come and grab you and take you there.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
He seemed excited at the prospect.
Meet me here in 2 days, and we'll have a conversation about it. I'll let you know
Okay.
what my party's doing.
What's your name?
My name is Captain Barbo.
Hi,
Leader
Barbo.
of the Barbo clan.
It's an honor to meet you. I'm
What's your name?
Bobby. Bobby.
Nice to meet you, Bobby. How old are you?
9. Almost 10. 10
Ah,
next month.
I was 8 when I started adventuring. So you're perfect of age for it.
He nods.
I'll meet you here in 2 days then, Bobby.
He waves and watches you walk away.
Okay. I walk to go to bed.
The end of the week, the party gathers together, slowly but surely, in the tavern. You're all rested. Let's talk about your leveling before you guys cause chaos again. Let's start with Steven. What are you taking? Are you just going more warrior?
Yeah, another warrior level.
Good.
Boo.
I like it. No, it's great. Single classing is the way to go in my book.
It's the most authentic and faithful to the world way to do it, so that's why I do it.
Insufferable.
I can place,
nosing.
I believe
Love
I get
it.
2 points in an attribute or whatever, so I'll take 2 in strength.
As a warrior at 6, I think that is the case.
You fool.
As a warrior, don't you mean a fighter?
A fighter.
You're right. Okay, and Gerald, buddy,
Hi.
what are you gonna
Hey,
do?
buddy. I'm going 6th level is not too exciting, so I'm just getting 2 new spell slots. Probably Hypnotic Pattern and maybe Thunderstep, but I'll let you know. But Hypnotic Pattern for sure.
Are you changing your specialty? We
Yes.
talked about that.
Yeah, I definitely am. Since I learned by throwing a fireball that how to do that better. I really still can't decide between Evo and War Magic. It's just a tough decision. But I
certainly
think
is.
I think I'm leaning towards War Magic, but maybe just go around to other people. I'll have an answer for you at the end. Is that okay?
All right. Let's go to Bad Brad Barbo.
Throwing a point in cleric.
You're doing it. All right.
Doing it.
Um,
Can I roll hit die for my HP?
Yeah, roll it.
Oh yeah, what do I roll
Hold on,
for?
before you do that though, because I know one of the reasons you want to do that is grab a leveling
Shield.
The shield, and I just want to make sure that when you multi-class, you get all the same proficiencies.
Okay.
Because the multi-classing rules are a bit off, and I sort of forgot about it. But if you can get the shield, you'll definitely go
Yep. If I can't, then I'll go Bard.
hard. Okay, let's find the multi-classing rules.
Are we supposed to re-roll a hit die in order to determine our HP gain?
Yeah, you gain. Yeah, roll a hit die to gain HP.
Please let this be good. Please let this
God damn it.
Please let this be good.
Good one, Lily. We rolled the same score.
Yeah.
And Lily, you're taking a level in cleric, of course.
Yes.
Lovely.
How much HP do you have, Steve?
47.
2 more than me.
Class 163 to 164. Let's see. Advance some levels. You have to multiclass into cleric. You need at least 13 wisdom. Do you have
Yeah.
that? Cool. And to
Yeah,
multiclass
14.
into bard, you have 13 charisma. Do you have that?
I got it all.
Okay, cool. Proficiencies. When you proficient into... Yeah, you get light, medium, and shield when you go to cleric.
Cool. So I can do it.
Yep, that's fine.
Can I buy a shield?
Yes, you can buy a shield
How much?
at market value, which is 1,000 copper. 1,000 copper.
So
also known
10
as
silver?
10 gold.
Oh, how much silver?
100 silver.
I buy it.
Okay. Lily, you get some spells, right? Have you picked them? You've sorted all that stuff out?
I'll have it for next week.
Okay.
Cause I want to read through all of them.
Sure. And let's go back to Devin Nash.
War magic.
War magic. Love
Yes.
it.
How do I reflect the initiative on my character sheet?
Do what?
I get a +5 initiative roll for forever.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I will change that for you. There's like a awkward setting place to do it.
Oh, initiative modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
+5, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. And then for spells, I'm taking Thunderstep and Hypnotic Pattern.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And tell us, because not everyone's heard our back and forth from this, tell us why you feel it's appropriate to move Gerald from an illusionist to a war magician.
Over time, like Gerald, kind of like when he first left the gnome home, he was quite a trickster, but the difficulty and the weight of the world has made him realize that life is harder than just fun tricks and illusions, and for the gnome he needs to be going forward, it's going to take a dedication to a different school. And since he was reading his book that he had, the School of of Advancing Wizard Spells, he realized that he was going to have to start to develop new techniques to keep the party from dying. so this is the progression.
All right. Love it. And you rolled what for HP? 5. Nice. 2 5s and 2 7s.
Finally a decent roll. Yeah.
How do I swap the number of spell slots I have? Slots total, it says 0. Is there a way to...
Yeah. Let's on your...
I get 2.
We don't want Chad. Where is Brad? Captain Bad Brad Barbo. We want to multi-class you. Second class is Cleric, and you have 1 level in that. So now... There you go.
Yep. Thank you.
Sweet. And when you take a level in Cleric, do you have to pick your god right away?
Divine Domain. Yep.
Yeah, so what domain are you going?
What is Ephra in your...
Well, she's inspiration. And this is knowledge, life, light, nature, tempest, trickery, war, and then Xanathar's guide has... what? There should be a few extra classes in here. Has grave. Oof. And forge. No. So maybe trickery is the closest? I don't
Sounds
know. I
fun.
might make you a custom class in between sessions.
Hell yeah. What do I get for like that? Do I get anything? Or...
Let's... When you take a domain, at first level you get additional spells and some sort of buff. So why don't you just start with trickery, and then next session I'll have an Ephra class for you. And it'll change all the things that you got through trickery. But we'll just take trickery now to tide us over until we get something more appropriate.
Awesome.
Cool. So it's been a week. You've all leveled. You've all rested. You're all at full and ready to go. You're in the tavern, seated together, and it has come time for you to decide your leader. What's the process? Are you going to do a vote? Names on a piece of paper?
So have we all talked? Should we talk first again?
Sure.
Let's have a talk.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like everybody at this table feels like they want to be the leader. So maybe we should just go around and have everybody give their spiel on why they think they should be the one, and then we can all cast our vote at the end.
It's very reasonable.
Would you like to start, Midori?
You said you wanted me to lead, didn't you, Midori?
I thought about it. I've had many days to think about it. Can I go last?
Well, I mean, you went to you, Midori.
Pardon?
I'll volunteer to go first, as a good leader would. I think that I can be the leader of this party because I will prioritize the safety of every member in here, because that's what I have done continually as we've gone on this adventure, because I'll do whatever it takes to keep all of you alive no matter what happens. And you guys know that you'll have my allegiance before any other god or any other entity. That's my promise that I can give to all three of you.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one.
Then Midori, perhaps you'd like to go next.
Yeah, I think I'm more comfortable with Gerald or Captain Barbo as a leader. I don't really want someone
right
who
now we were
shames me for following
talking
my religion.
about why we thought we would be good about being a leader. It sounds like you don't have much to say there. Maybe Captain Barbo or Gerald would like to go next?
Yeah, I'm nominating them.
She doesn't want to lead, Locke, is what she's saying, and she thinks that I would be a better leader than you.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
wanna put
Captain
it that
Barbo,
way.
make your case. Plead your case.
I think that I would be the best leader of this party because I have not been bickering with each other for 4 days. I've shown that I can put our differences aside, have a conversation with everybody, and, you know, I'm not going to do any dumb shit. That stuff is behind me. And I'm
Is
not
that-
going to put my god over the party.
Does bickering count as seeking out my family to bring them and parade them around in front of me when we visited my
Don't
hometown?
act like an angel. You've done your share of fucked up shit too. Holy crap. Get
I
off
have
that
never
high
said
I'm sorry,
pedestal, Locke.
Midori, would you like to recant
Oh my
some examples?
God.
I would like to say that I am not a perfect person, nor have I said that I am. I just have said that I think I am the best one here to lead. I'm not on a high horse or anything that you seem to be, Locke, right now, so...
Those are strong words from a man who was ready to leave our party just a few weeks ago. Gerald, what have you to say?
I don't know. I mean, my only real vote is I just don't think Barbo should lead. Everything else is fine. I don't really particularly want to lead. If I have to, then I'm the neutral choice. I would try my best to make informed decisions, and I would try to make the right decisions. I don't really argue with people. I'm pretty easygoing. So if you want to choose me for the least amount of conflict, that would be the choice. Keeping in mind that that is also not necessarily the funnest choice. So you guys have to make a decision about that. But I would make reasonable decisions most of the time.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's cast one silent vote and let's see what we can do. Can I pass like some slips of paper around everybody and then like a marker?
Do we just
Sure.
DM Koibu?
Sure. Yeah, all of you DM me with your votes.
Wait.
Right? Isn't that the right way to do
That's
a
a
silent
fine
vote?
way to
You
do
don't
it.
Yeah, that's
no,
just-
you don't exist in our world. One of us would have to be the one to go over it.
I will then copy and paste the answers into someone, whoever's pulling the papers out, and let them call it out.
Okay. So
In
let's
case
say
you
that we
want.
all write our vote on a piece of paper, then we put the papers in the middle and kind of mix them up, and then we're just gonna flip all of them over at the same time, okay?
That sounds good.
How do we send you a DM?
You go to Discord,
Oh, on Discord, okay.
and then you find my name.
That wasn't that funny, Lily. I didn't know if we were
It
doing
was
it
really
inside
funny.
Roll20 or not, okay? You
I
don't
was
have to be
obviously DM'd towards him in Discord. No one
so
else had a
catty
question.
about it. Okay, votes have all been cast.
Nope, we're still waiting for one vote. One vote waiting to come in.
Devin?
Huh? What are we doing? Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I was
You
playing
really
his
want this
bagpipe.
man to lead?
I'm sorry. I ate a lot of stuff that made me cough earlier.
Devin, for some reason, our message history is broken on Discord.
What do you mean?
I just see nothing from you and no messages ever sent between us.
Really?
Yeah, it's borked right now. Could you, if you do it through Zoom, there's a chat button and you can change who you talk to. And you can
Let me try that real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you didn't see it. Just I click chat.
Yeah.
To,
Yes, I can see that.
hang on one sec.
All right. You guys are just flipping this over on the table, right?
Flip them over. Yep.
Yeah.
So everyone can read them. Okay.
We
Then I'm
all
just
should
gonna
have
read
our
them out to you.
own, right? I should have mine in my hand.
No,
but
the
I
whole
need to
point-
make
Wait,
sauce.
that's not
Make
what we
it pick
did.
some in the table in order to make it so no one knows.
I don't know
who
about
which.
I don't know about
Blind
that
vote.
shit actually.
What do you mean?
Wait,
mix-
who's
Wait,
mix,
we
who's
all-
wait, hold on. Who's mixing them up in the table?
I'm mixing them up.
No.
Why are
I
you
wanna
mixing
mix
it
them
up?
Okay,
Yeah,
then you
why
can
are
mix
you
them up.
mixing them?
Anybody but Gerald can. Go.
Why anybody but Gerald?
Because I don't want him casting some spell or something to change the votes. I don't know.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
what I'm
you
worried
trust
about,
absolutely
actually.
no one.
I feel like we should all just say who we vote. I think that's the most fair. I
You
don't
just wrote the
think
piece
Then
of-
why did we write
have
them
paper.
down?
because I am worried about our gnome using spells on these pieces of paper.
I don't think the
Prestidigitation,
gnome is
stuff
going
like
to
that.
use. I mean,
well,
he's probably
I
the
think that he
deciding vote
could.
anyway, Captain Barbo. Let him.
I think he could use it on my paper. I want to say it out loud, actually.
How do
I'm
we
very.
all have absolutely no trust in each other that we can't even cast an anonymous vote on pieces of paper?
Okay, I tear my paper up. Listen, this is what we're gonna do, okay? We'll go by a case-by-case basis, and we'll just
Yep.
rotate every week, and we'll see
That's
how
fine.
it goes.
I agree.
Apparently, this goddamn party can't agree on a
We
single
can't
fucking thing, okay?
rotate.
That's what we're gonna do.
Can't
We
you-
are
I
gonna
think that's
Agree how to
perfect.
vote.
Let's rotate.
Then who
all in
goes
favor.
first?
All in favor of rotating, say aye.
Aye.
No.
Gerald,
I'm-
you're outvoted here, my gnomish friend. I'm sorry.
No, I voted no.
Wait, you don't want to rotate every week? Are you guys fucking serious?
Rotating is the same as no leader at all, Locke.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not. We just
different
need
leader
one
every week.
person to call the shots when we're on an adventure so that we can't have people constantly second-guessing what's going on.
We're going to second guess anyway.
No, the whole point of us electing a leader is to get rid of the
To
second
not
guessing.
second guess.
Yeah, but then what's to say, like, we're just gonna wait for that week to pass to make it super hard for whoever's the leader and just wait for their turn to come? Does
shouldn't
that
be
make
the
sense?
goal.
If somebody does that, then I'll kick their ass, okay, Midori?
Yeah, I'll kick their ass too.
Yeah, we'll all kick their ass. That's the point. of
Rotating, I
electing a
think,
leader.
is the most fair. And then we can, after the 4 weeks, we can figure out who we want, who led
So right
best.
now, here's what we're doing, okay? We have 1 week to figure out what the fuck is going on in the City of Fortune, right? That's what we all agree. We've got to talk to, and then we probably are going to have to go back there and see who exactly it was that we killed or something. So we need somebody to lead us for this week through that trial,
You
whatever
can
you want to
lead
call it.
week 1. I'll
Really?
vote for Lock week 1.
Okay. How about you, Midori? Do you trust me for 1 week?
I don't understand why I have to trust you if you don't even trust me. Like, this makes no sense to me.
Gerald,
You're
how do you
asking
feel?
me to do what you can't even do. Like, what?
I mean, I think that there should be one leader, but if we absolutely can't agree on a leader, then this is slightly better than no leader, but only slightly better.
Okay, Midori, you can take next week, okay? How does that sound?
Maybe what we could do is we could just each take a turn and then see who actually keeps the. I
Sounds
just worry
good.
when
What I
Barbo
said, yeah.
takes when Barbo takes a turn, we're just not gonna have a party, so there's not gonna be a test.
No,
after that.
we'll all take a turn. Listen, I'll trust Barbo. If Barbo says he can lead, I'll trust Barbo for a week, okay? So how about we do this, okay? We'll rotate week by week. Sound okay?
Yeah, sounds
Sorry.
fine.
Everyone is on board with this. This is the only compromise we can actually reach together.
What? I'm just curious. What did the papers say?
Yeah, I'm curious too what people said.
I mean, I voted for myself, obviously. What did you vote for, Midori?
I voted for Captain Barbo.
And
I
Barbo, what
voted
did you
for
vote
myself.
What did you vote for, Gerald?
I voted for Gerald.
Wait, so majority vote shouldn't have been Captain Barbo?
No, I think we should do a rotating party. We agreed, right? Or unless we want to go back,
I didn't
I'm fine
agree
with
to it.
either. She didn't agree. I'm fine with either.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a rotating vote is what you guys have decided
Whoa,
on. The
now
cast
Lily
vote
hasn't
did
agreed
not
on it?
get 50 plus 1%.
Who is this ethereal voice speaking to us, trying to dictate how our party acts
Excuse
right now,
me,
okay?
ethereal voice.
God,
Sorry,
is
but
that
figuring
you?
out forms of government are very complicated things, okay? Many brilliant men talked at length, okay, in the past. Okay,
Lock.
Barbo, would you like to lead this first week then? And then we can rotate week by week?
I'd like to lead week 1.
Okay,
Okay, I'm down for
I'm
that.
okay. Are we okay with that? Gerald?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get my 4 hours back on Wednesday, so it's okay.
Okay, Barbo. Barbo, lead us. Tell us what to do.
Okay, did we all roll our hit dice and level up? Is that done?
Oh yeah, you're ready to do
We're
it.
ready to go, Barbo. All of us are energized and rested. Tell us what you'd like us to do.
Let us head to Fortune, my good friends. We have much to investigate there.
It's the dumbest thing we
Do you
could
really
possibly
think it would
do
be wise to
immediately.
head
Are you really second guessing me
He
as I
literally
am the
agreed
Barbo?
that he was the leader week 1 and
We
you're
just
second guessing his
agreed.
decision.
Now you're
Listen.
second guessing my decisions.
Are you serious?
Do you want to lead, Locke? Go ahead. Take week 1 instead.
Okay, everybody, we just had a week's worth of rest. Let's take a deep breath, okay?
Midori,
Okay.
do you see this? He wants a leader.
He
says
wants
we
to
will
be the
not.
leader
He
so
wants to be the
badly.
leader. That's all he wants. He doesn't
Oh
care
my
about anybody
God.
else. He just
I'm sorry,
wants to
wait,
lead.
do you think that leading the party meant that you would dictate orders to all of us without any input whatsoever?
That's
I'm
what you
merely
said.
offering a suggestion, but I will follow with whatever you say at the end of the day. If you want
No,
to go to
please,
Fortune right
go
now,
ahead.
I
You
will
can
march
lead-
in the front,
no.
and I will be right in front of you. I will be your shield, Barbo, if
Lead-
you want to go there. I was
lead week
merely
one.
offering the
Lead week
suggestion.
one.
No, I don't want to lead. If you
I don't
want
want to lead now. You lead week 1. You
Okay,
obviously
I'll
want to
lead
do
week
it.
one.
Thank
Fine,
you.
I will lead week 1. Okay.
Go ahead.
Gerald, you said that there were
Yeah.
wizards in this town that you could speak to. Do you think there's any more information that you could gain from them?
Yeah, I think that we can go see Joris. Oh, sorry, Joris. Joris. Yeah, I think we can go see Joris together, and we can go find out. Like, I think what we should do is we should find we should not go off of the old information. We should try to find a new lead and gather more information together to make an informed decision. Because right now, just going back to Fortune is suicide.
Okay, I think that
yeah.
sounds great. Me and Devin, or me and the gnome, are going to go and speak to these wizards.
Wait, can we just all go?
Well,
Wait,
Captain
okay.
Barbo and Midori, there was a man that told a tale about going into Fortune. Do we think there was any legitimacy to the story that he told? Maybe it'd
I
be
can go
worth
speak
talking
to
to him. Yeah, so maybe Midori and Captain Barbo can go and speak to that man to figure out more of his tale. Maybe he'll have some important information about what was going on in Fortune. We'll each go our separate ways. We'll meet back up here in one day. We'll collect the information we've got, and then we'll make a decision then. How about that?
Sounds good, leader.
Okay, let's go. Let's part our separate ways. All right.
Excellent.
Unless any of you would like to do something different, because a leader takes input from his people. Midori, are you okay with this, or would you like to do something different?
I'm going to leave the party too.
Captain Barbo, do you have any input, or is this an okay course of action for now?
Did she say she's leaving the party?
No, she
I was
said leaving.
meaning.
She's-
I can't wait for Midori to lead. That's all
Okay,
I'll say.
and then Gerald, you think this is okay?
Hey, buddy, I'm with you.
Okay, then let's go our separate ways, and we'll return here in a day, and we'll figure out what information we've
Okay,
gleaned
I
from our
just want to
sources.
say that your lack of trust in me is not sustainable long term. Something
Sure, I
has
totally
to be done
agree,
about
Midori.
this.
And at some point, something is going to give, but we'll figure that out we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay?
Oh well, let's hope that bridge comes soon. All right.
All
let's go,
right, the
Captain Barbo.
party splits. 2 to go find Joris, 2 to go find his ward, and now the sheriff of the town, Darf. Why don't we take a real-world break and come back in about 5 minutes and keep the game going from there.
Awesome.
Wait, you mean we're finally ready to start?
Yeah, we're ready to start today.
Amazing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I think we're back. How's it going? We just had a nice break. Devin went to the bathroom. Steve got some food. Neil did something, and me and Lily just hung out.
Mhm.
Neil got a beer. Should have got a
I
shot or
also
two.
had
You probably should
two
have got
burritos.
it. Okay.
What kind of burritos?
Homemade stuff. You know, combinate. You want to know what's in it specifically?
Sure. Give us an ingredient list.
Pepper jack cheese, quinoa, black beans, onions, bell pepper.
No meat?
Lettuce. No meat.
He's a vegetarian. You didn't know that?
Is
I'm
he?
not a vegetarian. My wife is a vegetarian.
You're a fucking
and
liar,
She made
Steve.
burritos, and I'm just scrounging off of her.
Sometimes I like vegetarian burritos or just like burritos without meat more. It tastes, I don't know. The veggies add a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Are you trying to
I like
suck up to
veggies.
his wife? Is that?
No, I really do think that, you fucking fool.
Can
I
you
think
stop
he's an honest
fighting?
man. So let's do the party that goes and talks to Joris. You guys have to head out of town. It's gonna be a couple of miles, and then a turn off the road. Sure enough, there's this nice little walkway with some hedges on either side, some large trees, and a small little cottage at the back. Maybe 3 rooms or so, maybe 20 by 20, single story, little chimney, with some smoke coming out of it. It looks just like a regular everyday cottage, but you know it's owned by the wizard mayor of this town.
Oh, we're doing the Locke and Gerald thing first?
That's what that entire preamble was.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all right, man. You're all.
I took a point of exhaustion on that last part of the episode. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So you walk up to the door.
Yeah. Gerald, I guess I'll let you lead with this conversation since you seem to communicate with these types better than I would.
Yeah, I like cast wizards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knock knock.
All right, you guys knock on the door, and after a few moments, a gentleman opens it. He's about 5'11", upper 50s, lower 60s for age, about 156 pounds, so tall and of average build, maybe a little on the slender side. He's got grayish hair and eyes that sort of see for miles. He's got that like 1,000-yard stare going on. He looks down at the two of you, or up at the two of you, and hello.
Hello, my friend. We are looking for a wizard named Joris, a caster. Perhaps you know of this master wizard?
I
Wizard
am
master?
Joris, the sorcerer. Yes.
Hello,
Well-
I am Gerald. Also, I also cast spells. Pray tell. And,
oh, well then, hold on. Let me give you my full title because you'll understand.
Oh,
I am Joris, the gastromancer.
what would Gerald know what that is?
He just hangs his head and goes, "Oh,
No, wait. I'm
no
not
one
scared of
ever
character.
knows. No one ever knows."
Can I like roll to like wait? Let me make a roll. Like let me make like an
Sure.
arcane roll. Yeah.
Give me
To like
sure,
arcane. Yeah.
Sure.
And then okay, hold on. It's coming. It's coming.
You're gonna have to roll well. Oh god, that's terrible. No, you have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, I'm afraid I've not heard of that term of wizard spells. What do you do, pray tell?
I pioneered the school of gastromancy. It's cooking with magic. All sorts of
Wow.
spells. Mm-hmm.
No way. So what kind of things can you do?
Well, first off, come on in. Let me make you some tea, enchanted as well, for flavor.
Wonderful. Let's go, Locke. Let's see what this wizard can do. It'll be a good meal when we're through. Maybe he'll make us some stew.
Sure. Let's go inside.
All right, you bring him in. He brings you into the living room, and there's like a window in the wall, like with no glass, just like a little hole in the wall that goes to the kitchen, where he's got a fire going and some pots and pans over it, and like a big cooking surface. And he starts fussing with things while talking at you guys through the window while you're in the parlor, saying, "So, what brings you to Copper Hill, Master Gnome?"
Well, we have just come to learn more about the city of Fortune. And we've heard there's been a little bit of trouble there. And so we went on an adventure and to see what was there. The city was kind of square and came back here to figure out more about what's going on. But I think in general, we were trying to follow an old legend of a very special stone. And being a spellcaster yourself, maybe we could talk over this thing of arcane nature.
Magic stones?
A very
Ooh.
ancient stone, broken off of a very old tree. Legend has it. Do you know anything about it?
He pokes his head towards the window and goes, "Stone off of a tree? You mean stone off of a staff, right?"
Oh yes, the staff. That's right. That's what it was.
Yes. Yes.
Thought it was the world tree, but yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
He comes out with a cup of tea for each of you and pulls a book off a shelf and slides it over to you. The title says Gastromancy 1, Spicing Up Your Soup. And taps it and goes, "I have a couple copies of this one. You should take it. It's fantastic."
Oh,
wrote it
wonderful.
myself.
You don't say. This is such a kind gift. Thank you very well. I will read the whole thing. Very swift.
There are 4 volumes, you know. We can get to those later. Volume 3 is the best. So, you went to Fortune to look for clues to a location of a Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, we originally did, but didn't come up with much, I'm afraid, as such.
Well,
And to be honest, we're kind of lost and wondered if anyone else would know the next step. Yep.
Let's see. I was in Copper Hill let's say 20 years ago? I'm sorry, I was in Fortune maybe 20 years ago or so. There, on the outskirts of the town, I fought a necromancer who was raising the dead of Fortune to, create a small undead army. I readily dispatched him and threw his body into the River Crux. There it floated away. Pray tell me, what is the danger with Fortune today?
Well, it appears to be taken over by some kind of a cult. One such adult runs it. He's a cleric of some power. And upon a certain hour, they all gathered for nefarious deeds. But where those deeds leads, we do not know.
And what led you to believe that there was a Philosopher's Stone in Fortune?
Oh, we weren't following much, just a rumor as such from far to the south in the town that we came from. But we don't know for sure, my old chum.
Well. Fortune has been ruled by the vicious family for generations, handed down from father to son. Never a daughter. It's an oddity of the place. They are a superstitious and distrustful lot. Fortune and all the villages surrounding.
So have you heard anything about an object of such power in this continent?
Well, not a Philosopher's Stone in and of itself. I would have to check at the archives.
I see.
Have you been to the archives?
No, what's that?
He points to the sky. The archives.
The archives.
Tell me, where are you from, Master Gnome?
Oh well, I'm from a place very deep, I'm afraid. So I don't think I know what the bleep is going on with this world. I've sort of come here on a leap to see the upper world. But before that, I was underneath in the netherworld.
I see. So you wouldn't know anything about the archives. Yes. Well, up here there is a floating ship, warded and guarded by magic.
That's so cool.
Travels the skies between the various kingdoms and is accessible to any and all spellcasters who behave themselves. The only restriction is being able to get there yourself. If you can find it and get to it, it is yours to access. Do beware of the spectral guardians. The creators of the airship still haunt it to this day, keeping it safe for all people, keeping it safe from theft.
I see.
Many a young wizard has arrived and thought they could steal something or copy something or enter a forbidden room and never left.
I see. Is it are wizards not allowed to copy spells from that place?
Oh, certainly, yes, but occasionally there are things that are preferred to be left there rather than taken. You know what I mean.
I do. And do you think the next place to go to find out more about the ancient places is to go here? Perhaps.
If there is rumor or truth to a philosopher's stone being in Arcadia, it would be there. Then again, if it was there, someone probably would have sought out the stone itself. So maybe that's the last place you would go for it. If you're looking for a secret. Interesting predicament. Fortune. There are no spellcasters of note there. There are no clerics of note. There are no people of note other than the Count himself. Perhaps he has it.
That may not be a good option, but perhaps. Well, Locke, what do you think of all this so far? Do you think this is the right thing to think about, or do you think we should focus on the captain or the colonel?
Captain?
The colonel.
Are you talking about Tavington?
Yeah.
I feel like we should figure out more what's going on with Fortune first. This sounds like a whole other ordeal that we'd have to take on to climb to this airship or whatever.
Well, lucky for you, Count Vicious is not in Fortune. He is in the west. Last I heard, he set siege to Tharnham after conquering Meadstead. He's been making a mess of the place.
Needstead.
Meadstead.
Oh, Meadstead, I see it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he like march an army west to Meadstead, or?
He did. And you, sir, I'm sorry, I never caught your name. I just thought you were his bodyguard. You are?
I'm Locke.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Locke.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Yes. He took his armies and marched towards Meadstead a few weeks back, I believe.
I should have made introductions. See, this man is a lord. He has been traveling with me for some time. You know, us wizards need to keep around people that are pretty tough. So while we, I know you'd understand.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to my house, my lord.
So Vicious, why does Vicious march on would you say Meadstead?
Meadstead. I haven't the foggiest idea. His family has peacefully ruled in Fortune for countless generations, and never has a whiff of warmongering come out of it. It seems out of the blue and completely unpredictable.
So this is Is it possible that Vicious is under the influence of whatever cult is running Fortune now?
There's a cult running that place?
Yes, remember we think so. There's yeah.
Well, you say that, and yet it just seems unlikely that Vicious is a stern man who rules with an iron fist. I doubt he would be ousted. If there is a cult in Fortune, it is more likely a cult of Vicious's personality, something like that.
How does Vicious command the whole city of these people? When we went there, they seem to be pretty violent. Is Vicious like some great wizard of him? Do you know? Is he like us? Do you know of him?
No, I have never met him. I've only recently been elected mayor after Eridon fell to pieces. I have heard of him, and I have I've scryed upon a meeting before where he was present. He had a dark demeanor, spoke briefly, and when he did, with absolute certainty.
And I look to Locke and I say, well, we could, we have no leads on the stone besides the great ship, but even if we get there, I don't think I have the power to reach it. So what do you think? What should we ask Yoris?
I mean, it doesn't seem like we have any more questions for him at this time. Maybe we can figure out what Midori and Barbo found, and then we can figure out what to do from there. And then maybe we'll
In the
come back with
meantime,
more questions for you guys.
I'll read your book, fellow wizard, and I'm excited to find out what's in the book and if I can learn to cook or other things that you may have discovered and uncovered.
The magical seasoning genius, really where it's at. MSG for short. It changes the flavor palette tremendously with very little effort. And,
pray tell, could I take a little bit of it to cook my next party's meal?
You'll have to read through the book.
Okay. That I will, fellow wizard, and when we meet again, I shall come back and tell you of my exploits.
Yes. Philosopher's Stone. If you do happen to find it, I am, in addition to being a gastromancer, quite the diviner. I would be more than willing to examine it with you if you need a second pair of eyes.
Very good, very good. We'll definitely come back through here and talk to you when we know more.
Excellent. Good luck.
We appreciate your hospitality, fellow wizard, and I wish you well, and that your life goes swell.
He pats you on the head, opens the door for you guys, and lets you walk on out. And is there anything you guys want to say before you get back to town?
No, I think we'd just be
Yeah,
going.
I think we're good.
Cool. Then let's flip over to Midori and Captain Barbo.
So we're gonna go talk to the sheriff of the town, correct?
Yep. You find him sitting in the sheriff's station. His name is Darf. He's got some chainmail on with an oaken cudgel at his side, like a club, a beating stick. And he's got
a description in case I want to kill him.
Just telling you what he looks like. I'm
Just
giving you
checking
some
if want me to
immersion.
murder
Here.
hobo.
He's got his feet kicked up on the desk. He's got a dart in his hand, and he's looking at a board that must be just to the right of the doorway. He's like aiming his dart, gives it a toss, and mutters under his breath unhappily, and then turns his attention to you guys as you walk in. And he says, look, it's the bard from the tavern and the cleric of death. And he stands up a little bit more formally. Good evening, madam.
Hello.
What
Captain
brings
Barbo?
someone of your stature to our little sleepy town? I think we're here to ask you about your adventures in Fortune. They seem to pique our interest, actually.
Well, you heard the story I gave. It's not much different than that. The were-rats and I went through the canyons of the Northern River Crux, found an entrance, stashed away there, crawled through it, came up through the sewers, popped out near a sleepy little inn, snuck into the town, did our business, and I have been sworn to secrecy on the details beyond that.
Would a official business of a cleric of death change your mind of telling us the secret that we come after?
I have had close brushes with death in the past, and I hope to never do so in the future. So if it serves the goddess Verasi and keeps her off my back, perhaps. He looks to Midori.
Goddess will be most pleased if you choose to divulge the details. I smile at him. I try to be friendly, but the smile turns out a little scary instead. You know, like those fake smiles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
where
I
it's
smile.
not really changing.
Yeah, yeah, my eyes aren't changing.
All right. Would you make me a perception check?
Alright.
Or a persuasion check, I mean.
Well, can I grab one of the darts and just toss it?
Yeah, definitely. Give me a roll to hit.
Acrobatic? Oh, just like got it.
Yeah, tactful. Yeah, you hit the board bullseye, and Darth is looking at Midori, and he sees you bullseye it and mutters something like, "You're so close, though. It doesn't even count," under his breath. Clearly, you can see the other darts on the board aren't really near the bullseye.
Just let Midori continue.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what of this has to do with the goddess of death, but we snuck into we snuck into Count Vicious's castle and raided his treasury. The were-rats that hired me, or, well, that I was working with, had something in particular they wanted. I personally managed to swipe a few handfuls of things here and there and made my escape alongside them, and we went our separate ways. I got mostly wealth and knickknacks. Nothing interesting. They didn't tell me what they took. They were very, huddled over it and about it.
Where was his estate at?
His estate, it's on the plateau, the mesa in town.
Where did you guys sneak in at? What was your plan of entrance?
Well, north of Fortune, the Razorbrook River meets the River Crux, and the Razorbrook River is in a deep canyon. And in that canyon, the were-rats led me to a place where there was a secret entrance into the sewer system of Fortune.
Are you willing to give us a precise location so we can use the same entrance?
Oh, God, I'm not opposed to it.
You'd be serving the goddess of death greatly.
He looks at Midori a little intimidated and says, I'm not opposed to giving it to you, but
You what?
I don't really know where it is. We were singing and drinking while we were hiking down the river, and they were leading the way, and I was having a good time, and they just led me somewhere, and, then I was inside, and...
But it is on the North River, correct?
It's the Razorbrook River, right near generally where it meets the River Crux.
And someone as insightful as me, I could probably spot it.
I don't know what insight has to do with it, but you look like a keen man, willing to undertake all sorts of risky behaviors.
Step a little bit away and I'll toss another dart.
Roll.
You're wasting your rules.
Behind the desk. Fucking behind the desk is the only place that counts. That's where I have to throw. Anyway, yes. The were-rats I haven't seen since. They approached me. You don't need to know why, though, right? He says, looking at Midori. That's none of the goddess's business, right? Just getting into Fortune, in and out.
Why did they approach you, now that you mention it?
They had heard about some of my exploits combating werewolves in the past, down near Shirebrook, and thought that I was a clever lad who could help them along the way.
They wanted your help.
They wanted my help, yes. And they offered some small favors in exchange. It all worked out well, and I got some money out of it. It was a great adventure.
Okay.
Terrific.
Right. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna.
So you don't know what...
Alright, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, so you don't know what they were looking for in St. Vicious's castle, correct?
The were-rats? No. They were mysterious and... Well,
Did they seem happy after?
I don't know if I would ever call them happy, but they seemed excited, like they got what they wanted. We snuck out together and went our separate ways.
Well, Midori, do you have anything else to ask of him?
Well, we found out the secret passage. That's a good start.
How many guards are usually on St. Vicious's estate? There's the secret passage will take us right inside the estate, correct? You said?
No. It'll take us. It would take you to inside the town, near to the mesa. It leads you in. It avoids the wall. You know how they can be out there. Well, I don't know if you know, but they can be very bristly, and they're not a big fan of outsiders.
Okay, so it'll bring us inside.
Yeah, it's a good way to get in when they close their gates at night. And then if they don't know you're inside, you can get wherever you need to go.
Understood. Midori, do you have any final questions? And I'll walk behind his desk and grab a dart. I'll wait for her.
No, I don't.
I'll close my eyes, take it at disadvantage, and
Go
I'll
for it.
toss the dart.
Oh my god.
Not good.
It doesn't hit the bullseye, but it hits the board. Does he notice that you closed your eyes? Let's roll his. Oh yeah. He sees you close your eyes and like sort of hit the board and doesn't.
Not my best.
He doesn't even say anything. He's just like, God damn it.
All right, Midori, I think we're good here. Thank you very much, Darf.
Yeah, thank you. You've been such a good help. Might have to come back to you later for more questions if that's okay, if any come up. You're okay
I
with that,
would
right?
always be happy to be on the good side of the greatest goddess of all, Vorasi.
Greatest of them all. I'm gonna smile at him again. Again, that fake smile.
Yeah, he's like not making eye contact. Just fantastic, great. Good luck. Do you need any provisions? The general store's just down the way. You can get them there.
Oh, are you willing to spot us some cash for provisions?
I'm the sheriff. I can't spend the town's budget on that sorts of thing. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Right. And sits down with a heavy sigh once you guys walk out the door. And the whole party gathers together at the inn some time later. Party.
Leader.
We at the end now?
Yes.
All right. Well, what do we have? What information did we gather?
I know of a secret passageway with the help of Midori. We found a secret passageway to go into Fortune, so we don't have to deal with going through the front gate. And it seems St. Vicious' estate is inside, and him and a bunch of were-rats, which are very stupid creatures, were able to sneak in, so we'll have no issues of it.
Okay. And then Gerald, do you want to share what we learned about the archives, I guess, and the airship and?
Yeah, we met an old wizard who's a fantastic cook, and he gave me a book. But I'm afraid we didn't get far with the plans we made. Not much to be said. There is a massive ship that floats in the sky, and and there our answers may lie. But to get there requires a lot of power, and it might not be anything that I can muster. I'm not sure. So we met the wizard, but we're not really too sure where to go next. If we want to find more about the stone, we can go up. We can try to get to the archive. Other than that, we could try to go back and talk to the colonel. But that's what we learned.
Do we think there's anything of value for us inside Fortune? Can we get anything by going into the estate of Vicious to figure out, I guess, more about what's going on in that city?
I mean, what is there to learn of that city? Like, why do we need to learn
That's
anything
what
in
I'm
that
asking.
city?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It seems like Vicious is a really powerful wizard, correct? And maybe he has knowledge of where the stone we look for is. Also, we know that the town is pretty insane. So yeah, maybe that's a good place to check out. What do you think, Locke? You're taking the go at this
It's
leadership
not my
thing
art.
for a week?
It's what's on the Reddit.
I don't know. I mean, it would be a big risk to go back to Fortune, I guess, to try to confront Vicious. Do we think we can do this in a safe manner? Do you think this is possible?
We have a way to go in under darkness and stealth that they couldn't find us.
Yeah, but once-
Barbo,
once we're
did they catch the party that did it? Like, did
Not
they
at
find
all.
the entrance? Or okay, so they don't know about the entrance still.
Nope.
Yeah.
The party left without any worry.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the Razorbrook River. It's a sewer entrance.
We can't
could also
reasonably get
just
to that
keep-
airship, right, Gerald? I don't think there's a way for us to do that right now. And even if we did, there's no guarantee that we'd find anything that we can access at
If
this
I
point.
knew where it was, I could levitate myself up to it. Yeah, but yeah, but other than that, no, I don't think so. I'm not powerful enough to take the whole party there. That would only be a very strong wizard that could do that.
Is there any reason why we could, is it parlay with Vicious to find out if he would have any information for us? Is there anything of value that we can offer him?
Well, he's not even there.
I don't think he
Oh yeah, I know, but if we waited for him to come
would
back,
be willing to speak with us after we killed his cleric.
we don't have any idea how long until his army returns, right?
No,
Mhm.
we have no idea, but we could go through his place.
We could also just go to another town, ask around, figure out what's next. Like we could just keep trying to find information instead of like going on these leads.
The rats did steal something of curiosity, but I don't know what were rats are looking for, and he didn't know either.
Could we find the rats?
He didn't know where they went.
It might be worth it. I don't know how often we'll have an opportunity to investigate Vicious's manor or estate. Once he's returned with his armies back from the west, I don't think we're going to have a chance to do it again.
That's true.
Maybe we should go and investigate now, and that should be our current task, and then we'll see what we find there, and then after that we'll figure out what we want to do next.
I think that's fine. I can take us to the Razorbrook River and find the entrance to the sewer.
Yeah. Midori, what do you think?
Sounds good.
Let us
All
make
right.
haste then, my brothers.
Yeah, sounds good.
Brother.
Okay. So the plan is to immediately look for the entrance to Fortune, sneak on in, and go into his castle and look around and dig around his shit.
Yep.
Chill. Yeah,
Sounds
is it cool
good.
Sweet. All right. Why don't we? Do you guys want to set off today, which is like halfway through the day already, or wait till tomorrow?
How long is the journey there?
About a day. 60 miles.
Are we
gonna
gonna take our
be-
mercenaries with us?
Yeah,
Hell
we should. We're fucking paying for them.
I paid those motherfuckers.
Okay.
65 miles. You'll go about 12. No, you'll go like 20 miles a day. So it'll take you like 3.5 days to get there.
Let us go. Off.
Yeah, we might as well just leave now then.
Sweet. Off you go. That is going to be your day 1, 2.
Before we leave, am I allowed to go and tell Bobby that we're not going to that place yet and we'll meet back in a week?
You find little Bobby with a knapsack tied to a stick hung over his shoulder. He sees you come in. He lights up. I'm ready. I'm ready, Captain Barbo.
We're actually on another mission, Bobby, but I can't bring you on this one. It's way too dangerous.
Oh,
How sad does he look? Can you roll 1 through 20 on the sadness?
It's okay. You've got big things to do, and I'll just wait here, and then you're still going to the other place, right?
Yes, I will take you there. I'll throw
Okay.
in 9 silver. Use this to just, tide you over, hang out.
Okay, I'll be here waiting for you.
Yep, I'll be back in 7 days, okay?
7 days. I'll count
Yeah.
them.
Go and talk to Darf and see if he'll train you a little bit.
Sheriff Darf.
Yeah, go talk to
He
Sheriff
wouldn't
Darf.
want
Tell him
anything to do
that
with me.
Tell him that the Death Cleric
Tell him
sent
that
you
I
to be
sent you.
trained. Yeah, tell him Midori, the Death Cleric, sent you to be trained for Death Cleric shit.
Oh. She looks at Midori and goes, "Oh, okay."
Midori, do you have anything to give him, like of a symbol or something, so he can prove it? Do you have anything to give him that would prove it?
Let me look in my inventory.
Get him the bow out of your hair.
Yeah, okay, fine. I take the bow out of my hair and gently clasp it into his hands.
Keep this safe.
He
Do not lose
holds
this.
He holds it reverently, gently folds it up over his hand a few times, and undoes his knapsack, sets it in there gently, carefully folds the whole thing up, puts it back on the stick, and goes, "Okay, I'll go."
Tell Darf that Varasi will pay him handsomely
Okay,
for
listen.
this task.
I'm whispering to...
I'll pay him. It'll be right.
Oh, what the Alright, whatever.
Okay, and he hurries off.
Okay, let's head off to Razorbrook.
And this is how player characters start, or NPCs start. Some weird random death cleric tells them to go train with somebody, and their adventuring career begins. So let's get you through the plains. Yeah, this
No encounters. No encounters.
master encounter table.
I want Devin back. We still have Devin?
You dropped him. He dropped you off in Copper Hill. I think he left after that. Because he's got work to do. He's got business, you know.
I'm bringing Dominic. Oh, I'm leaving Dominic.
But you guys are bringing Captain Thaden and his mercenaries. Are you having them come on horseback, or are you going to have them come on foot?
Foot.
Okay. They will bring their own food supplies and stuff. They will follow you. Okay, let's take a look here. Random encounter time. We've got 3.5 days of travel. First day is boringly uneventful. Second day is boringly uneventful. third day is boringly uneventful. All right, 3.5 days later, you arrive at the River Crux, where it meets the Razor Brook River, and you're looking down a canyon into this. Well, it's maybe a 30-foot drop here, fairly sheer. There's some sandy beaches on either side, and actually no, it's winter, so the river's pretty full right now. So there's no sandy beaches on either side, but you can see that the cave wall, the sides of the walls of the walls of the river are broken and scraggly. So there are probably a lot of caves in here. You can see some smallish caves that the water is running into and out of.
Is that what he described to us? Was like it was in a cave? What I thought it was. Okay. If I think that's what it is, my 18 past perception, I'll point at that and I'll be like, I think that's the entrance to where the sewer entrance is. Are you guys good to go that way? Party?
Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
Okay. Let's head that way then.
Okay. So you can search from above, from the plateau before, without descending down into the the river system itself, or you can head down and search from there, either wading through the water or scaling along the cliffs on the side. You're going to have an easier time spotting what you need if you're down below, but then you also risk the chance of falling into the river.
I should be able to find it from the top, I think.
Okay, you do have really high perception.
That would be my guess. Would be finding it from the top, yeah.
I'll also have my owl help in looking for it with.
There you
with
go.
Barbo.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm checking in. Yeah.
You've got the owl. So with the owl and with Barbo on the side, you will actually find it fairly quickly. It is a small little entranceway into a small little cave, and then there's like a sewer grate that sort of is just dumping sludge out, but the sewer grate itself is not fully affixed. It looks like there's some spikes that are holding it in place, but they don't look like the original ones. Like someone has come in and out of this grate a few times and they keep like spiking it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I should be able to easily take him out then.
Sure. You're still gonna have to climb down the wall and into this little area.
It should be fine for everybody. If Gerald needs, he can get on my back.
Sure. I will actually need a athletics or acrobatics check from everybody to make it down here and into the sewer system.
I'll jump in. I'll jump in the
I was
back
about to
then.
ask.
Yeah.
Well-
Thank you so much.
I was about to ask, are we able to do it advantage? Well, it wouldn't even matter, I guess.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I stumbled a little bit.
And last roll here.
I don't roll. I'm with him, so I fail with him.
Oh,
'Cause
you're
I
in his backpack. Right.
Yeah.
Can I land on him to brace it?
Locke is making good progress down the side, hand over hand, easily and skillfully. Midori starts to come down, and immediately the first rock she puts her weight on snaps from underneath her. She plummets 30 feet into the
30
water.
feet?
Into the
water.
water.
Yeah.
It's into water, so it's not too bad. The real issue is how much gear she's carrying and whether or not she can swim in it. So let's take a look at this stuff. Absolutely not. There's no way in hell you're going to swim in scale mail. So Lily, you plummet into the water, into its cool, refreshing depths, and find yourself sort of like on the bottom, looking up, bubbles coming out from where you hit, as shortly thereafter another splash comes to the next of you, the side of you, and Captain Barbo, you have 35 pounds of gear. What does our swimming rules say that we posted oh so long ago?
How deep is this water?
Hold on, let me just look this up real quick.
2 times strength, sink, no swim. 5 strength, tread water. Strength, normal swimming rules.
So you can, between 13 and 26 pounds you can carry. So you also sink.
Really sinking?
Yeah, it's really difficult to swim up weights. The highest weights that people can swim up are surprisingly low. I did a lot of research for the swimming rules. It's surprisingly difficult to get out of a deep water situation when you have any amount of weight on you.
Okay.
So the 3 of you plummet into the waters, while Locke is on the cliffside looking down below. Locke, what do you do?
How deep is the water?
It's going to be, I think, about 10 feet where you guys are right now. So not too deep, but deep enough that they can't really get out.
Can I just swim up? Because I'm not encumbered at all.
Oh, are you not encumbered?
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, you can.
I just swim up. Yeah.
As long as you've got less than twice your strength score of weight
Yeah,
on you, but
I
you
do.
don't. You have
I do.
37 pounds. Your strength score is 8. You can carry 16 pounds. And still swim.
Sink with
That
us.
shouldn't be right.
How do you have 37 pounds? This doesn't seem like it adds up.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't have anything.
Why? Hold on. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 5 is 12. 13, 14, 15. Oh, it's your rations. 15, 25. And then your water is 30, 33. It should still only be 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I can up my rations and water skinners.
You dump your rations and water skins. So you just like take off your backpack essentially.
No, I don't do that
No?
because I'm gonna take my rations and water skin out and swim up.
Wait. So
Okay.
like, you said the water is about 10 feet deep.
Yeah.
Could I like stand on the surface and kind of like reach down and like pick their hands up and pull them up, or no?
If you can reach 10 feet into the water, I don't know if you have vampire arms or something.
Well, I don't need to reach 10 feet. If the water is 10 feet deep and they're standing on the bottom, if they're about 5 or how high up can they reach their arms? Like 6 or 7 feet, or?
Your arm is half the height of your body. You can probably reach like 40% above your height.
It's like 7,
Maybe
6,
30%.
So I would just have to reach down, or could I like put my halberd down and let them climb up?
There you go. Yeah. The halberd will help you. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I want
yeah,
you to
so
make me a
then-
strength check to pull these people out of the water, though.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
First is for Midori.
Not a problem. You pull Midori out, and she can grasp onto the rocks.
Don't
I
pull
think-
me out.
Don't. I mean, I'll
Pull him.
Oh, Gerald.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for Gerald.
Nice.
I'm able to dump enough if we want. I can. It's
Why
like.
dump when I can?
All right,
Yeah, why
pull me
don't
out.
you
Yep,
just
pull
pull
me out. Pull me out.
Okay, that's for
All right.
Captain
Because if you
Barbara.
got pulled in, that would have been some fucking man.
How the hell is this at? Your weights are weird, dude. I don't know what's going on here. There's something borked as hell on your sheet.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll
You-
figure it
you
out
know what
later.
it probably
Wait,
is.
are you counting his money?
it's the gold.
Oh, it's the
Yeah,
gold.
because
Yeah,
money
which-
actually weighs quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, fuck
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So you can pull up 1, 2, 3 people on your halberd with your massive strength and their relative buoyancy. Pull them up. They can latch onto the walls, and you guys can shuffle over to the safety of the sewer grate. Let's get ourselves some lovely sewer music going on in here. You guys make your way in. All right. You have entered the sewers under Fortune. It is currently the middle of the day. When would you like to enter into the town? Middle of the day?
Wait for
Middle
night.
of the night?
Yeah, camp
Yeah,
out here
wait for
until
night.
Yeah.
It's not like a full moon or anything, right?
No, it's been.
It was just a full
Yeah, it was
moon.
just like a 2 days
Can
ago.
I also make a suggestion, just real quick? I mean, this is a group of like vampires / wolves. Maybe it actually would be, smarter to walk into the mansion in the day because they might just all be asleep.
I mean, Midori's blade should still be blessed, right? I mean, we should. And
Does it last that long?
No. The blessing
No,
is long gone.
it's gone.
Oh. Do we have any sort of
The gnome brings up a really good point, I think.
holy damage, or?
Well,
Only
I'm just
if
saying,
the
like,
Praetor God.
why don't we just like go in now and then like all scout? We can scout ahead, and then if it's just like an active manor and there's lots of people in it, we can wait till night. If there isn't, then we just go in because if they're all vampires, they're gonna be asleep right now. This is the best time to
Okay.
go.
That's
I
true.
think
But
I
let's-
agree. Yeah.
I agree with the principle. We should rest then, and we'll go in first thing in the morning, so we have maximum amount of time to search.
Okay,
right?
that's
what
good.
I'm with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys spend the night in the sewer.
So Koibu, can I rule lawyer you for a minute?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay, yeah, because I know chat loves this the most of all, but we're just gotta do this real quick. For war magic, there's a level the power surge ability
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like interesting. So the way that it works is it's not a very strong ability. In fact, it actually really sucks. You can spend a power surge to do extra damage to a target, and that is half your wizard level, so it's literally 3 damage. But the number of power surges you get at the end of every short rest is 1. So if I cast an alarm and then I dispel it, which are both ritual spells, right? I can then gain power surges overnight, so I can get like 2 or 3. Would that be reasonable to just do on rest?
At the end of a short rest, once per turn, do you gain spells back after a short rest?
Yeah. Arcane Recovery gives me them back.
How many spells do you get back per short rest?
It depends on Arcane Recovery and what level of spell I use.
Well,
so if
for you right now, how many spells could you theoretically get back?
it depends on how many I spell, how many I use. So if I use a 3rd level spell and I Arcane Recovery, I think I can get 2 level 3 slots back. I have to check this. Yeah. But it's half your wizard level of spells. But why do you ask?
Half your wizard level in spell levels. So right now you can get 3 spell levels back.
Let me double check. Oh, hang on. Since we're half your wizard level rounded up. So like at level 5, I can get 3 level 1 spells, 1 level 2, 1 level 1, or 1 level 3. So at 6, it's 3. So I can get 3 level 1s, 3 level. Yeah.
This works fine with me.
Okay.
Because then the economy is such that you will always be losing spell slots, even if you were to sit around casting a 1st level spell and then dispelling it with a 3rd level spell, and then you Arcane Recovery, you get your 3rd back, but you lose your 1st. So in theory, you exchange a 1st level spell slot for a power surge at a rate of 1 per day.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll tell you if I'm gonna do that, but then otherwise I have a power surge every time. Yeah.
Right. So you have 1 power surge right now. Yeah.
Yeah, every time, but no matter what.
Right.
These are it's a terrible ability. I mean, like in my opinion, I should just get 2 or 3 around because it's so terrible. It's literally 3 dex damage.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah. So like, if you're cool, just give me 2 or 3 without wasting a spell slot. That'd make everything easier.
Nope, I'm not cool with that. Waste your spell slots. Drain
then
your
it's
powers.
effectively not a skill to use because like there's no point in taking 3 damage over a 1st level spell slot. Would you agree?
I think that all the classes are balanced in different ways, and if you have like a weak 6th level ability, that's because it's trying to balance out stronger 2nd level abilities or something. You know?
Okay, we're good. Yep, just wanted to run you through it.
Cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So sewers, you rest for the day. Let's see if there are any sewer encounters.
Can we make a hut for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hut in the sewer, and it's fine. And it passes. The rest of the day passes, the night passes, and the next morning dawns on you. I think you've been so well rested that you're probably waking up at the first rays of light, even though you're in a canyon in a little hole. There has been no sign of monster in the sewers. You have seen some crocodiles in the river, but they don't bother you. I guess it's time to explore them.
Is
Are
it
we able
pretty
to
easy
go
to
into
get through, like through the
town?
sewers into the city, or is this like a
Yeah,
maze?
just follow the flow of the water. Always head uphill, right? If you follow where the water is flowing from, you will eventually find its source. And if it's the sewer system, eventually you'll find wherever it comes through a grate. And that's exactly what happens. After maybe a couple hours of walking through this area, because it's kind of slow going, it's a little short, you have to hunch over. The 8 of you, because you've got Thaden and his 3 mercenaries with him, arrive at Fortune. You come up a little ladder, and there's a manhole cover, and you can hear people walking around on the streets above.
It seems like everyone in this city isn't sleeping right now.
It's the early morning.
Well, I think the vampires are the nobles. I think everybody here is like normal. So I think the manor itself will be like the place where the vampires are. They'll be asleep. I think, yeah.
Do you think people are gonna look strangely on us leaving a sewer the early
We
mornings?
should not go into the city.
Well, the sewer system leads into the city. It doesn't lead into the keep.
It doesn't?
I'm
No,
pretty sure I made that very
Yeah,
clear
we made it
3 or
very
4
clear.
times.
That's correct. Yeah, it leads into the city, but it puts us nearish his estate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only into the city. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know what to do now. That's tough.
Fucking go, boys.
Fucking go. Who wants to be the first one through?
It's Locke who decides what are we doing.
Well, do we really want to just charge in here? I mean, it's gonna look pretty bad, all of us coming out of this sewer.
We could wait till night, and then go,
Yeah.
and then go inside of his estate and like camp out somewhere,
Yeah.
and then wait till morning.
Or
Do
we
we
just
have-
check out the estate and see what's happening.
How about like I take? Can I like go up and just like take a peek, like lift the sewer lid and just kind of like peek around to see if people are like keenly interested, or is this city like so bustling? Like I'm thinking of like in a large city where people are moving, like say in New York City, right? If somebody were to come out of a sewer, I don't think anybody would care or notice because it's so busy, right? But like in a really slow pit place, people might be more interested. Can I just kind of like lift the lid and kind of peek
Right.
around and see what my feeling
Yeah, you lift a little bit and look around. You can see that you're sort of in an alleyway-ish, and right next to the alleyway is this tavern, and that there are a few people in the alleyway kind of just lounging about, leaning against a wall. They look like, city bums or whatever. And then the people in the street on the, not in the alleyway are moving around, but probably wouldn't notice you. The morning light creates a very shady spot in this alley, as projected by the tavern.
Okay, yeah, then I shout down. I think we're safe to come up, guys. Just kind of stay quiet, and then.
But keep just real
what?
quick.
Yeah.
We're enemies in this town. Like we pissed off untold amounts of people. There could be pictures of us. There could be we have to consider that, right?
Didn't he toss a
No, just city
head
bums.
into the crowd at one point?
Yeah,
There were
didn't
like 10 or 15 people. I don't know if every single person in the city will remember us. There's not many
we
people in the town.
literally
We have to listen
killed
to
the
Locke.
high court. Yeah, I know. I know we do. I'm just trying to make a suggestion.
No,
It's up to
the
him,
input
but-
is fine. There's no. Yeah, the
Yeah.
input is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, we either run the risk here of the people in the alleyway noticing us. Actually, I'm sorry. So, is there like junk down here? Can we like make like little It's not baklava. What am I thinking of? What are the names of like the black masks that people wear when they rob banks?
Ski
Ski
mask?
masks?
Yeah, there's like a fancier name for this.
Wait. Oh, I'm not an illusionist. Never
It's like a
mind. Okay.
bakla or or what am I thinking of? Or
Balaclava?
balaclava maybe?
Oh.
Yeah. Is there like junk down here in the sewers where we can just like kind of like make face coverings or whatever, like discarded like clothes or something, or?
They're not in the sewers, but you have your own clothes on you, and I think you all have a change of clothes on you, and you could shred your own clothes to make.
I mean, I can
yourself
cast prestidigitation to make that happen anyway.
Oh, well then
just
why not
cast-
just do that?
Prestidigitation will dirty your clothes, but it won't give you a mask to wear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
It'll just make you look like dirty bums.
Yeah, I mean, we should be able to cover our faces, right? But I guess we can't really walk through the city like that. I don't know how like strange.
I just the thing I don't want to do. The only thing I don't want to do is get into another situation where we're surrounded by 5,000 people and I have to fireball everybody and like I just don't want to do that again. That's
yeah,
that's
it
what I'm
doesn't
trying to
seem like
avoid.
there's anything we can do then besides wait for
Yeah, we should go for stealth this time.
Okay, then I guess
Mhm.
we're gonna camp out here again and we're gonna wait for night,
Cool.
and then we'll move closer at night.
Yeah.
Are we really worried about city bums like noticing us? Because he said that everybody else is like hustling pretty hard. I don't think anybody's gonna be like looking for our face or anything, and
have
the
to-
place isn't that far.
Yeah, but the risk is so great. If somebody does notice us, it's gonna be very awkward.
Better
so.
safe than
And we have to
sorry.
leave the alley. too.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So let's just wait. We'll wait for night.
You guys wait till night.
Okay.
Eventually, it gets dark. This will be the night before the new moon, so it's almost as dark as it's going to get here.
Sounds good. New moon doesn't mean full moon, right?
New moon means no moon.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah. Then I lift the sewer and I wait for everybody else to come up to the top.
Okay.
All right. You all step out into the streets of Fortune. It is a chilly evening. There are some storm clouds that have gathered over the course of the day, and a light, cold rain falls on you in the middle of winter. It is January 4th, or the night of January 4th, the morning of January 4th. You find yourself very near to the mesa that rises up sharply before you. You are on the north side of town.
Okay. I mean, we should probably start heading closer to the estate.
All right. You can creep through the streets. There are 8 of you, so I would like... Can I get stealth checks from the party for moving quietly, and I'll just roll for the NPCs?
Can I give Locke advantage on his stealth check with my
Sure.
trickster meme? Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the best I've ever rolled this campaign.
Beautiful. All right. And Captain Thaden.
I'm rolling like Barbo.
Dudes. Okay. All right.
Gnome
You guys
is
make your way along the edge of the cliff. Captain Thaden and his guards, who have been silent up until now, even at the day and a half sitting in a sewer with the journey to Fortune, which they really wanted to get away from, and that's why they let you hire them, was to get away from Fortune, and now here they're back. He finally speaks up, saying, I don't know about 4 of you, but that's a tall cliff. How the hell are we all going to get up that?
Wait, what cliff?
The cliff, the mesa in town. Do you remember? So the middle. So let me draw Fortune again for you guys. It's a roughly square city with a craggy mesa on one side and rivers that flow around it, sort of like
How
this.
tall is this mesa, and how steep is this? Is this like a vertical drop, or?
Yeah, it's a sheer cliff. It's about 30 feet. You guys are somewhere over on that corner of it. You entered somewhere over here, and then the sewer system is sort of like branching and whatnot, but they were marked passages that led you this way. Kind of glossed over that for the sake.
I still have my ice pick. Are we able to climb using that, or no?
Wait, we're out of the sewer, right?
Yeah, you guys are out of the sewer. You can climb this, but it's going to be a skill check to climb it. And Captain Thaden is a little bit worried about his 0th level henchmen with you guys, or, you know, 1st level fighters or whatever they are.
Those guys can probably camp out in the sewers and wait for us to return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that'd be best.
Is there no better way to get up this?
No, we
There
just climb.
is the front door. There's a switchback that goes up the front to the thing, but like that's in plain view of the entire town.
Got it.
This is the like sneaky back way up.
Let's fucking climb.
We have rope, right?
Yep. Is this the spot where you want to do it? Right here on the corner?
Whatever we think the best spot is, I guess.
Yeah, where we are now. Yeah, we might as well find.
All right, let's do it. You guys scale. Can I get athletics or acrobatics checks from the party?
I'm gonna get in with Barbo.
Whoa.
You're climbing into his back again. Love it.
Oh my god.
That nat 1.
Don't bring it up.
Did you not make this, Lily? No, Locke did not make it. Oh, but you gave Locke advantage, right?
Mm-mm. That was on stealth checks only.
That was on stealth checks. Okay, so Locke and Lily are going to struggle with this. You try and make your way up here, but the cliff is just... for Midori, it's too slick. You can't quite get your hands on it. And for Locke, your armor is just too heavy, and like you step somewhere and it starts to give, and you put your weight on a root and start to pull, and the roots begins to pull out of the ground. The two of you are having a hard time getting up here. Mr. Mouton, gracefully climbing hand over hand, no problem. Also having a bit of an issue with this particular section.
Can we
Can
throw
I
a rope
toss
down?
a rope down?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have 30 feet of rope? Do you have 50? Probably have
Gerald?
50 feet of rope, don't you?
I don't.
I don't.
Well, then no, you don't have any rope. Did anyone else bring rope? Someone's got rope, right?
I don't think so. We had it all in the donkey.
It's all on the dock, and I didn't take it off.
Alrighty then. So, Captain Barbo and Gerald get to the top of the cliff, and right here at the top of this cliff is a tower, right on this spot. If you had been a couple blocks over, you would have had a view to see it, but the The parallax lets you not see it from the spot where you started climbing. It's empty and dark. It's maybe 5 stories tall. Cold.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for my party to.
Yeah,
fucking
we
get
can
up.
we can wait 10 minutes to make them do another DC check.
Sure.
Yeah.
The party's gonna have to probably find a better spot, so they will move down the cliff a little bit to another place, and I will give the town another chance to spot them if they can, which they don't. Give me another climbing check.
Am I allowed? Can I boost Midori to give her advantage on it?
You could only boost her like 6 feet at most. I don't think that would give her
It's only a
advantage.
30-foot clip. That's almost 1/10 the way there.
1/10 advantage.
Why don't you just make your check? Oh my god.
I'm having
Lily's-
trouble.
Struggles. Locke gets up, but Midori is down below. Thaden makes it up as well.
Wait,
leaving
I thought we
just-
said we were leaving them in the
We
sewer.
left them away.
Oh, okay. I thought you just
Wait,
wanted to leave Thaden.
We were just leaving the level 1 guards, not Thaden. Thaden's the
I mean,
good
we
guy.
should leave because they're gonna get slaughtered if like
They're just in the sewer.
If a breeze rolls in, they're gonna die. If they're level 0, whatever.
We're paying this guy. Fucking bring him. He's already here. He's already
If
climbed
we
up.
leave them in the sewer, though, we also feel like reasonably like safe that they've kept it safe. Like, I guess the way that I see
Yeah.
it is I don't see him like helping us at all. Like, Thaden's never gonna be the difference between us accomplishing something or not. But having them in the sewer makes me feel good, like, because at least we know it's reasonably safe to go down there.
See ya, Thaden.
You've got a rear guard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
always a
I
nice
think-
action to have.
Thaden's good. Yeah, I agree. Mhm.
Okay. Excellent. Thaden stays down below. So all the party is up except for Midori. You're down below. They've scrambled up past you. It's been a tough couple of days for you here, Midori. How you feeling about this?
I feel really discouraged right now.
Yeah.
But,
Can't even climb a frickin' wall.
right? So pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
I just internally right now it is incredibly hard, and it's taking all of his friendliness for Locke not to whisper down to Midori to say a prayer to help her climb better. But he's not saying that, okay?
She picked the wrong god, mate.
I feel proud, somewhat.
Is there
Almost.
nothing we can do? I can't like leave my halberd down for her to like climb or anything again, right?
It's
Like we
too
do with the
high.
water.
Yeah, this is she can keep looking for another place to climb, but each time she fails, there's a chance that someone in the town spots her.
Just don't
so
fail
we
this
can
time.
we can keep going.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we have no other
All
choice.
right, let's give it another shot. Town rolls. There you go. You make it up this time, Midori. Hopefully not spotted by the people below. So maybe, what is this, 20 minutes after exiting the sewers, the whole party is up on the mesa, 30-foot high mesa. The castle walls, or the city walls sort of run along, and then once they hit the mesa, they bulk up and continue on the mesa itself. So the walls at this side are like 60 feet down to ground level on the other.
And have
so
we?
it's 30
So are we
walls.
through those walls, or do we still need to scale those walls?
No, you're here. You're on the mesa. You're sitting. The castle
gotcha.
is that way.
Okay, so we can begin to head that way on foot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You make your way to the castle bit by bit. It's a creepy, dark place.
Vampire castle.
Yeah. Oof. The
Midori, do you have any ability to detect dead things?
Dead things or undead things?
Undead things.
No. Well, yeah, no.
Are you sure?
I don't see any.
Okay.
So I think our goal is to get reasonably close to or tucked away somewhere inside this castle and to kind of camp out until daytime. That's our goal here.
Yep. Tiny undead ship.
I want to send the owl up quietly, like maybe to like near a windowsill, and maybe I can see anything going on inside. Koibu.
Sure. Your owl flutters up to a window. It's a nice big stained glass window and looks on in. From your owl's vantage point, you can see an emptied out chapel. There are spots for all of the gods to be, statues of all the gods to be standing, but there are none there. And their place is just emptiness. The pews are missing. It clearly has the layout of a temple, or all the instruments in it are gone.
So there's a chapel, but this is like a keep, right? There are some other rooms. Are there any other rooms I can explore? Like
Absolutely.
going around? Yeah.
Yeah, your owl can flutter from room to room, and with each room you go to, you get more and more of the same impression that it's an empty castle. Some rooms are burned, some rooms are just devoid of anything, some have crumbling architecture in them, like rocks have fallen. Eventually, you hit upon a room that is shaped like that's a parlor. It's got some nice, soft, velvety couches, although they look quite ancient. Some little end tables with crystalline flasks with dark-colored liquids in them, probably some sort of liquor or blood. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It looks empty everywhere you look, though. You
Can
can
I
hit
have
everything on the north side of the estate.
Here's a perception check just to see if there's any like. Never mind.
Nice.
I don't know why I even tried. Yeah.
Should have let me roll.
I
The
can't.
fireball rolls we're really waiting for, you know.
Yeah. Okay. The whole place looks empty. Not like it's been traveled in. Like there's nobody there.
Mhm.
Like.
Yep.
Well, if there's no one on this side, can we just camp out outside, like in a hidden area and tiny?
I mean, the
up?
party is actually empty. There's just
Only the
like,
north side. You made it sound like, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The part that I could find. Yeah.
Should we just wait till morning, just in case?
I don't know. I
yeah.
think it's safe now. But Locke,
Well,
what do you
I mean, can't we tuck ourselves away inside and then camp until morning? Make another hut and wait until morning?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds
we
good.
we could do that. Yeah.
So you look for the front door, a side door, a broken window, climb onto the roof and look for a way down. How do you want to get into the castle?
I'm guessing the owl looked through some windows. Can we just go to one of those that was empty?
Yeah. You can find an empty window on ground level, or an empty room on ground level. The glass is still intact in the window, but you're big, strong people with heavy objects. You could break the window and slip in.
I don't want to just break the window.
That's
It's
considered
it's really old glass, right?
Sure, probably.
Do you think I could like push the pane and like grab it out intact, not like fucking break it?
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can find a loose window and skillfully slip it away. I'm gonna need a high roll on this though. That will do it. 18 was the magic number, yeah. You find a window pane that's just a little bit wobbly, and with the right amount of pressure, you can kind of like tip it, and as it begins to fall, you reach over and catch
Grab it.
And then, you know, it's a small window. It's only maybe like 2.5 feet wide at the most. It's like a little square. But you can slip in through that, followed by the rest of the party, and even replace the window pane. This leads you into what was probably a bedroom, but it's barren and empty. There's a chandelier that's hanging up there, but it's like broken, rotted out wood attached to a rope that comes down near a door. All the furniture in here is gone. There's like one pile of splinters and sticks that might have been a dresser once upon a time, back in one corner. There are black scorching marks where there used to be candelabras holding candles here, but that's all faded. There's a thick layer of dust over everything.
Does it look like it's been inhabited or anybody's traveled in it anytime recently?
No. You're making tracks in the dust just by walking through here, and there's nothing else that does so.
Mm-hmm.
You
Tiny
get
hut.
the impression no one's been here for decades, maybe centuries.
How long ago was it that Vicious left? Do we know?
Yeah, he left last week. A couple
That's
weeks
what we
ago.
heard.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. This is his keep?
This is his castle.
This is weird.
Tiny hut.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Very weird.
Okay, yep, so we should make a little hut up here and then wait for morning, and then we can start investigating.
Yeah. I also want to cast Detect Magic as a ritual to just kind of like see what's going on around here.
Absolutely.
Looking for illusions, looking for anything that's kind of like a little bit out of place.
Let's take a look at the Detect Magic spell. Blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Okay, so these are stone walls all about you. It's a stone castle, right? So you can't see anything beyond this room except through the doorway itself. There's nothing in this room that's magical. Through the door, which you can't see what it is, Well, it doesn't matter. There's nothing magical through the door either, but you don't know if it leads into like a stone hallway on the other side or if it opens into like the giant treasure chamber. Yeah.
Okay. But I think there's another thing about detect magic is you have to tell me a certain school if I name it, right? There's no illusion magic here at all? Like,
no illusions, no magic that you can detect with the spell detect magic.
okay. We can set up a tiny hut in a reasonable place, and I'm gonna set a couple of alarms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. You set your alarms, and you guys wait for the night to pass and for it to become day. This is going to be the second night in 3 nights that you've all spent together huddled in a tiny hut. And then you spent one other night like huddled in a sewer. So you're all in pretty close quarters for a long period of time. And you've been having some serious party infighting as of late. Midori, what is it like being crammed in with these people when you've been having such vicious arguments with them?
I'm okay with Gerald and Captain Barbo. I'm just kind of keeping my distance from Locke because he doesn't trust me anyway.
Is there palpable tension, or are you like
Oh yeah,
keeping in
there's
control?
probably tension, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
What about you, Captain Barbo? How are you feeling being crammed with all these people after such a tough patch?
Captain Barbo, you know, he kept his head cool the entire time. He heard Midori out and her complaints, and you know what? He did side with Midori a little bit, but he has no bad will towards Locke, so he's just kind of hanging out, making the funniest jokes the party's ever heard, and just chilling.
Nice.
Can you roll for those funniest jokes?
Yeah, what do you want me to roll?
You can tell me a joke, or you can make me a persuasion check.
What about deception check? Can I, like, deceive them into a funny joke?
Sure, yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Wow.
We should have this guy stop rolling and actually do stuff out of character instead. I think like roll 20 is broken for Lucas at this point.
I mean, that's a natural 17 anyway. It's still an amazing roll regardless. It's weird. It's broken. It's so broken.
Yeah, it is.
What about you, Locke?
Locke actually feels okay. He just has his mind focused on the mission and making sure everybody stays safe, and that's what he's worried about right now.
So no outbursts. You're getting along. Things are going well quietly.
Yeah, we're doing fine. We have the task is set before us, and that's what my mind is 100% focused on right now.
Gerald?
Gerald is happy, but he wants to read his cookbook that he has gotten from the gastromancer.
Well,
So
here,
he has
I mean,
all
you've
the
had
extra time.
days now to read this cookbook, right? You've just been sitting in these sewers and huts and shit, reading. Yeah.
I cast prestidigitation to create like a little. Now that I can pronounce that word, I just want to cast that spell a lot more. Like to create like a little flame and like just like read the book under flame light.
Yeah, it's an interesting book. It talks about, well, we won't worry about it now, but it's an interesting book on the use of magic in cooking.
Are there any spells in it?
No, it lists spells that you should use for certain purposes, definitely, but it doesn't teach spells.
Okay, I'm
book
gonna use prestidigitation again to like spice up some of the rations for the party tonight with some of the suggestions in the book.
Yeah. And you know what? It works out pretty well. Your rations aren't bland and tasteless. They're delicious. They're great.
All right.
Yeah. At the end of the book, you do find a small little hand note that says Book 1 of 4, Book 2, Flavors of the Arcane, Book 3, Summon Your Meat, Book 4, Charming the Stomach.
Summon your meat.
It's a great spell, Summoning Your Meat.
Okay.
Great ideology.
It's called Grinder, baby.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Eventually, the sun comes up in the castle, and all the restless spirits in here fade away. It's worth noting that you heard nothing in here. You know, I mean, maybe like some wolves out in the plains, but over the course of the night, it's just been still.
Wait, what was that sentence? And all the restless spirits just fade away. What did you mean by that?
Nothing. I'm just talking. I don't have meaning behind any of my words. I don't plan ahead.
True.
It's daytime in the creepy old castle.
All right. We're all awake. What is like the size of this castle? Can we feel like we can reasonably investigate this all as a group in a single day, or?
Yeah, it's a large castle. You're expecting there's probably 60 rooms or so scattered throughout this place. But if you stick together and keep a close eye on each other, you won't get lost, and you'll be able to eventually cover the whole thing in a day.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah.
Rather than giving you a map and having you search room by bloody room, which would be boring and take forever, I just want you guys to have one person make me a perception check. And depending on how good that perception check is, you'll run into the interesting stuff sooner or later.
I got it, right?
That's Barbo,
Alright.
yeah.
Wait, I just rolled really well for the past 2, I think. All right, I'll do it.
Even if you get a
Oh
natural
my
18,
God.
I mean, you're a god, yeah.
It's not amazing.
Yeah. What? It's so good.
Your rolls
I mean, it's a
have
+8,
been-
and I had a natural like.
But like, one of the highest DC in D&D is 20. I mean, like it's you literally rolled like a god.
Yeah, but I didn't roll that well, right? I only had a 13.
You
And then I
did
got a
great.
You're just that good, Lucas.
I know.
All right. So you start walking around right away, and Captain Barbo's like, look, I've looted my share of tombs in the past, guys. The treasure is that way. And sure enough, he's spot on. He's got a nose for it. It's almost like he can smell the gold. And after a couple of turns, you find yourself in this like large throne room. There's these comfortable pillows laying all about the floor. There's a raised dais on which a throne sits that has been, it looks like the copper around the edges of it has been polished recently, but the velvety fabric that you sit and lean against is quite old. It's not dusty like the rest of the place. There are all sorts of dark colored silks, like deep greens and browns and grays and blacks, dangling from the ceiling and kind of coming out to various sections. There's thin sheets of fabric draped throughout the middle of this throne room that almost segments it off into an odd maze. But the back door behind the throne and to the right a little bit is definitely the treasure chamber. That even says treasury like on the stone above the door.
I've been through a lot of castles, looting a lot of places, and no one puts their treasure in a room that says treasury.
I mean, it's possible that they wouldn't expect anybody from the town to even come in here, so maybe it could be.
Can I do like a perception check to look around, I guess, for traps or something? That's kind of what I'm
Absolutely.
worried about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No traps.
No traps.
Trap free.
All right, let's go to the door, guys. Trap free.
Can I cast detect magic and check real quick, just like if there's anything magical around here?
Yeah, totally. As a ritual, right? A 10-minute
Yep.
ritual?
Yep.
Yep, it is a non-magical room. No magical things in it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go in and check.
The door is locked.
Oh.
I have thieves' tools. Can I pick it?
Give me a sleight of hands.
Can I persuade the door to open?
You may not. And you also find yourself stopped by this lock. It's definitely not something that you're going to be able to do easily. You can sit and try it again and again, but it's going to take more oak, or Devin can just knock it down.
I can, but that's a spell slot. Can we not do that
What
yet?
were you saying, Koibu?
You can continue to try over and over again, but subsequent attempts will take 10 minutes each.
I'll try one more time, then we'll knock, right?
Sure.
Go, Captain what the
No. This is too strong of a lock for you, Barbo. It's been a while
strong
since you
lock.
picked anything, you know?
Gerald sighs, walks quietly over to the door, and gives it a gentle tap.
Thank you.
Okay. The door swings open after a couple of like kunk, kunk sorts of noises. The call it, the bar that goes across the inside of the door has been like pushed off. Right, this will undo bar. Right, so this
Yeah,
this
it just
knocks off
unlocks it. Yeah, it's
the metal bar, comes off of the little hinges that hold it up, and the door swings open. Inside is the treasury. There are piles of gold in stone coffers, like literal, like coffin-style coffers. There are weapons strapped to the walls. There are all sorts of shiny little pretty things all over the place.
There
There's
are piles
coffins.
of gold here.
No, coffers. They're like large
sorry.
things filled with gold. And I think it's at this point, Gerald, that you begin to realize that this is a door with only one entrance, and it was barred from the inside, which is theoretically impossible unless there's someone in here still.
I would just, for the record, I would
We
like
need
to
to-
remain like standing right on the outside of the door as people filter in.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out immediately. And I'm gonna start casting detect magic as soon as I can. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna have 10 minutes. But before we do anything, I want to detect magic into there. Like before we take another step.
So are you gonna cast it as a spell slot or as a ritual?
As a ritual.
So you're gonna take 10 minutes now that you've opened the treasury door to cast the spell.
Don't be
Well,
greedy.
nothing
Your
just-
spell.
Nothing happened immediately, so
Right, yeah.
yeah. So anything that's gonna happen is gonna happen anyway, whether I cast it or not. So, yes.
Okay. Gerald begins to clear the space, begin to chant the words to the detect magic ritual, making large gestures, small gnome, and that is when the monsters strike.
Yeah.
Dropping from the ceiling are a pack of gargoyles. And
Above
we're
us
just
or in the room?
in the room, from within the room. We have gargoyles already ready to go.
So the guys, detect magic wouldn't have mattered. We would have detected that the gargoyles are gonna attack us 2 seconds later.
All right, so we are gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4,
For properties,
5,
were steel weapons or metal weapons, do they not take damage when you strike stone, or is it just the same as a normal weapon they do? I don't remember.
Steel, the metal type only has matters against other metals. So steel against copper matters, but not steel against stone.
Yeah, but when I don't know if I'm remembering this or if I'm making this up, but like, do steel weapons get damaged the same way that normal weapons do when they strike stone?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they will.
Okay, gotcha.
So let's do a little bit of a map here. Oh god, this is. I want to move the map a little bit to the side so we can see what we're doing. Here is our treasury door in it, and that is to the side of this dais.
Well, Gerald's casting his thing. Can I cast a spell real quick?
Sure. What spell are you going to cast?
Shield of Faith on myself.
Lovely. That's nice.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Okay, so here's the throne, the dais, the door. The gargoyles are on the inside. And why don't we roll for initiative?
How do I do that when I'm not? Oh, okay.
Click on your gnome.
Okay.
And let's see. Gerald was by the door, looking in to cast a spell.
No, I specifically said I was backing out. Like as soon as
Right,
the door
you're-
opened.
You're
Yeah.
by the door
Yeah.
though, right?
But you're
Yeah.
by the door, looking in. You're not within the door. And then we've got Locke, Midori, and Barbo, who
Come
are
up here,
all
Locke.
around.
Wait, shouldn't?
Um,
Do I have to be back here? Can I?
Well, I think no one was between Gerald and the door because he's casting a spell through the door, right? He's ritual casting something.
Would I be able to be like
So-
to the side of the door? I guess.
That's fine. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
I was casting the spell like far away, but it doesn't matter because I'm going for
All right, Gerald, you're going first.
war magic. Okay. I am going to cast. What? Tell me about the cover in the area first.
The hard cover is just the walls and the chair that I've drawn. Everything else is like dangling silks.
Okay. I'm going to cast hypnotic pattern into the room. My new spell. I'm going to wave my hand over my eyes and like a highlighted light spills into the room, into the gargoyles. They have to each make a wisdom save.
Ooh. Okay.
Honestly, Gerald, I think you should just fireball us.
No, I don't need to.
Do it.
Okay, I don't really want to attack these gargoyles, so it's gonna be.
We have
you
the same
and-
shirt.
Nice.
Wait,
Hypnotic pattern. You create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a save of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of a stupor.
So we just go one by one through them. Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't want to. It'll destroy our weapons.
What?
When you attack stone creatures, you have to roll every time you attack, and you lose 1d whatever on your weapon attack. Your weapons become destroyed attacking stone
2,
creatures.
3.
Yeah, but if
4, 5.
it's a save versus my DC, right?
Yes. What's your DC?
It's high, isn't it? It's like.
It should be 16. So 3 of them pass and 3 of them fail.
Yeah. So
Right.
the lock. If I fireball the room, everything and it explodes. I already took my action too. But if I fireball the room, everything explodes.
You lose all the treasure.
We lose all the treasure. Yeah. Mhm. And any information we had and any reason to be here. So like
We
we
could
can't.
fireball
really,
destroy gold.
it would be a clusterfuck. I don't even know what would happen.
You'd get the weight of the material, but you'd lose all the valuable art objects. They'd just be
Okay.
melted down into crap. Any
Okay.
movement there, Gerald?
Yes, I'm gonna go into cover behind the chair.
Okay.
Mhm.
And next up is one of the charmed gargoyles. It's charmed, its speed is 0, and it's incapacitated, so it does nothing. And the next gargoyle is also charmed and incapacitated and doing nothing. Midori, it is your turn.
I'm going to. Can I chill touch 2 of them? Are they 5 feet apart?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure to attack the gargoyles that are not charmed.
Okay. So I'll go for the 2 in the middle.
Yep.
Can you mark the ones that are charmed somehow, Koibu?
I have. They have
He
reds
did.
over them.
He did.
Okay, cool.
Critical on both of them for
Whoa.
a shit ton of damage, Midori. You hit them each for 18. Holy crap.
Do I roll for it? Alright, 8 for 2. Okay.
Captain Barbo, it's your turn.
Can I just ready an attack?
Yes.
Yep, gonna do that.
All right. The first gargoyle flutters out, and your ready to attack goes off.
Actually, hold on. As the gargoyle like tries to step towards the door, am I able to swing at him to stop
Yeah.
him?
Yep. You can use your sentinel. Is it?
Yeah.
Hold
You have
on.
advantage, right?
I don't. What? I get advantage?
Because we're.
You are
No.
flanking. So.
No. Because I want to stop him in the room from even coming up. the
Oh,
door.
you want to stop him in the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I swing for an attack.
And you miss.
Miss. Okay.
All right. And then it comes all the way out, and Barbo's ready to attack goes off.
Yeah, okay. I have my short sword out and my shield, so.
21 will hit for 10 and 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Minus 17 to the gargoyle. Lock. Your turn comes along.
I'll go ahead and take an attack, I guess. 22 to hit, 13 damage.
Alrighty. And I will need you to make me a... What was the roll that we did last time for this? Since you
I
aren't
think we
using
did
magic weapon.
1d20, and it's if you get a 4 or lower, you take damage on your weapon. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it's unfair.
I don't believe you in the slightest.
Can
I
I
think it
roll
was a
for that?
1d20 and it was
Can
a
I
10
roll
or
like
lower.
a persuasion check?
I think it's like a 50-50 chance, isn't it?
Okay. If
I
that's
think it's
what
a
you want to do.
50-50.
If
Let's
that's what
do
you wanna make it.
10 or lower is a damaged.
50-50? Jeez.
Okay.
Because you're hitting stone with a metal weapon, right?
Captain
It's
Barbo
gonna
doesn't
fuck
get
it
2
up.
attacks with his sword, does he?
The other attack is as a bonus action, so no, not on a,
Oh, gotcha.
a regular
Okay.
attack.
So I'm rolling a 1d20, and
Yep.
I'm looking for an 11 or higher.
Yes. Not
He
even a
gains
problem.
damage. It sharpens his
Sharpen
sword.
yours.
Sharpen my blade.
Nice.
Okay.
The creature is still alive.
Wait, really?
Yep. It still stands.
Okay.
Ooh, and that you're not using a non-magical weapon, right? So
Yeah.
it actually only took up half of what you did. They are resistant to non-magical weapons.
Oh man. I don't. Okay, I'll just chill here for now then.
Does my
Okay.
magic weapon need to roll that?
Nope, magic weapons do not get dulled.
This weapon is dope.
The next gargoyle stands mute. The next one is going to come to the door, shove past this guy, and so many little bits of juicy, but it's going to go straight for Midori. It sort of like screams as it flies at you with a ah!
Can
It
scream
does
at
leave-
back.
I think as that one comes out, I think I'll take a swing at it.
Yeah, you can
I
get
get
your
another.
opportunity attack.
Do I get an opportunity attack since he left mine too?
Yeah, I think he's still within 5 feet of you. No, he's far enough. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
And then fuck,
Nope, miss.
really
Misses.
No, I missed.
15 AC to hit.
do I get the advantage as he's coming out or whatever, or
For the flank right here.
No, because you said while he was coming out, which would have been in the doorway, which is still no advantage.
I
Same
should
as
have
last
spoke
time.
before. Never mind. Okay.
All right. The gargoyle gets to Midori, screaming while it flies towards you, and will make 2 attacks. One with its bite, 7 to hit for 4 damage, which is a miss, and the other is a claw at you, which completely, wildly misses. The last gargoyle on the inside also makes a secret intelligence check, and this one will pass, and it will come over here and shake awake.
Wait, what? They can't wake up until the spell's over.
I think the
If
spell
they fail
ends
their
for
saving throw,
affected
they're
creature
donezo.
if it takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. It's the last
Yeah.
sentence of the spell.
So what did you do?
So the gargoyle is going over to one of the 3 that didn't do anything, and it's shaking its friend. It's like, "Rah! Other gargoyle, what are you doing?"
He made an in check on the gargoyle to like.
That's a pretty smart gargoyle to do that. And I hope that
did
takes its
call I
full
was making it-
action.
Yeah, he
That
said
is its full action, and I did give it an int check beforehand. The other 2 failed their int checks beforehand.
Damn,
It
dude,
is-
Stephen Hawking the gargoyle. Here we go. Okay. Alright.
It is Gerald's turn,
Okay.
expecting to end a fight with a single spell.
I still have 2 fireballs to attempt me. Uh, okay. Let's see. The low HP one.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast. Would they take extra damage from force damage? Like like 2x damage? Usually stone gargoyles do.
That sounds like it might work then. You
Sounds
should
like
try
it
it.
might work. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll cast firebolts at it, the very wounded one,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll add. Well, I guess I don't need to. Yeah. I'll just
15
cast.
will hit against the very
Yeah.
wounded one.
Yes.
Alright, and that will destroy it. It crumbles to dust at your feet.
And then I'm just gonna reposition a little bit behind the chair and hide, like I just made a move slightly against that
Right.
corner, so I can kind of like hide a little bit better. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Nice. These next 2 gargoyles are both still stuck in the hypnotic pattern. And it becomes Midori's turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Chill touch.
Do it. 10 is not good enough. No. You try and touch one of these gargoyles, and it doesn't hit. The gargoyle is too fast, despite its stony exterior. Captain Barbo, it's your turn.
If I moved here, could I hit the gargoyle inside?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna smack on the gargoyle inside with 2 attacks. 1, 2.
That is 18, and 9 is 27 damage. Right? Yeah. No.
No.
No. That is 16 and 9 is 25 damage. I can do that. And that's your 2 attacks. Lock's turn.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna move to here because I get the movement
Right.
thing.
Your
Yep.
fancy footwork.
So there are 5 monsters alive right now, right?
I mean, I count 9 monsters alive, but there are 5 enemies.
Nice.
Very
Nice,
deep, man.
Am I able to just take an attack with my Polar Master, like use the blunt edge of my weapon to strike?
Yeah, if you just want to do that, that's fine.
Okay. I should have a flank on I'm clicking on that bottom left gargoyle, right? Because of Midori.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll hit for 7. Minus divided by 2 is 3.
Is it double since it's bludgeoning damage?
Nope.
It's not slashing. Wait. Oh, because non-magic weapons. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just leave it at that for now. And then I'll take a dodge or do a dodge or whatever.
You've already used your action to make your attack, right?
Wait, well, the Polearm Master is a bonus action, right?
Yeah, but it only works if you use your attack action, right? So you have to use the attack action and then only use your bonus action of it.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll just move here to like block this door then, and then
Okay.
that's it. Okay, that'll be the end
Sure.
of my turn.
The first gargoyle tries to push past its brethren and claw at you. It's going to be squeezed while it makes these attacks, so they will be at disadvantage because 2 creatures cannot occupy the same square well. So at disadvantage comes the bite, lucky you, and at disadvantage comes the claws. Both of them just hit against your armor and do absolutely nothing, and the gargoyle sort of steps back at the end of the round, still within 10 feet of you since it's only 2 feet away. The next gargoyle is the one on Midori, and this one is going to pounce on you, Midori. It just tries to tackle you to the ground. I want you to make me an opposed athletics check versus... You want to meet or beat this number. Well, you get it. It goes to launch itself on you. You gracefully step to the side, give it a push, and the gargoyle like tumbles down these steps before getting back onto all 4 claws, raising its wings, and it will fly on its next turn. The gargoyle inside takes a spot in the doorway and tries to eat Lock. Actually, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to try and knock Lock down. Give me an opposed athletics. Versus 9. Yeah. It tries to knock you down to make way for the others, but it fails. Gerald, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, here we go. This rhyme I own. Hey, gargoyle, you're made of stone. That means you're dumb as rock. And now you won't join the rest of your flock. And I point to the gargoyle that has the HP that's behind the other gargoyle that's not wounded yet but still awake, and I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
What sort of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Can gargoyles find humor in things?
Well, they can wake up each other. So.
Yeah, you're right. It's a smart
This
guy.
one does.
Yeah.
This one thinks you are hilarious. So funny, it's got to go wake up its buddies and tell them all your jokes.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. Those 2 gargoyles are done doing anything. This one is laughtered. When it's laughtered, it is...
Dunzo.
What?
It's just hosed.
It's just toes? Okay.
yeah.
Luckily, what you have here is a concentration spell, which will break Hypnotic Pattern's concentration, which then frees these 2 from their charms.
Poor IQ.
Yeah, he caught me. I fucked up. That's good.
Okay. You make mistakes. You don't metagame. That's what I love.
Despite
Midori's
what everybody
turn.
thinks. I'll let it. Yeah, happen.
Well,
yeah, my
those
mistake.
people are jerks. Don't
Thanks.
listen to them.
Will my
Yeah.
sword be damaged if I attack them with sword?
Legit- magic
Legit big
weapon.
mistake on my part. No.
Magic weapons are not dulled by hitting stone.
Is this a magic sword?
The charging sword that you've got, remember, you run at people and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to use that.
You can hit them. You are not close enough to charge, unfortunately.
Can I just use it to attack them?
Yeah, you can make a normal attack. That's fine.
Okay. Do I have to roll again for that?
You
Alright,
need to
is-
roll the 11 is not going to be good enough to hit it unless you have advantage for some reason.
I don't.
Well, 11 is a bringing it down on the side of the gargoyle. It kind of hits the wing and grazes off, sending little bits of stone to the floor. Barbo.
God
gonna go help
damn it!
Midori out.
Where are my rolls for
Okay, give me some
shoot?
rolls.
1 moment. Sorry. 1, 2.
What do we got here? 14 is a miss. 16 will hit it for
Should be 17 plus
20. 17 plus 12. What?
Right? I get
Oh
the
yeah,
sneak
yeah,
attack.
yeah, yeah. You get the sneak attack. Yeah. So that is going to be 29 damage to the gargoyle.
See ya.
It still lives.
God damn it.
But just barely. You can't see it, but it's got 2 HP. Yeah. Next up is Locke.
I'm just gonna continue to hold the door, and I will use a dodge action.
Kind of look like Hodor. He fucking oaf. Look at him. He knows I got him.
Gargoyle comes up next. This one is the one bound by Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter, so it does nothing. The one between Midori and Barbo takes off, as I said it would. It hops to flight, provoking attacks of opportunity from both of you before it dive bombs Locke from behind. So give me your attacks, Midori and Barbo. 23 will hit it. 15 will hit it. Together, you guys shred this thing, breaking it into hundreds of small pieces of stone that litter the ground around you. The gargoyle on the inside tries to knock you down one more time, Locke. Give me an athletics check. And, yeah, it pushes up against you, trying to batter you down using the weight of its stone body, but it just clings to your plate mail and eventually hops off. At the beginning of the round, there comes a ghostly, ghastly wail that permeates through the entirety of the castle. I need everybody in the party to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Isn't that never mind. It's fine.
Can I dodge the sound waves with dexterity?
You cannot.
It's daytime, isn't it?
It is daytime. The wail echoes throughout. The gargoyles immediately look around to each other and like shrink down low to the ground. Those of you that fail the save, which it looks like Midori and Devin, Midori, will take 3d6 psychic damage.
Holy shit.
You take 8 psychic damage. I'm sorry, on a failure, you drop to 0 HP. On a success, you take 3d6 damage. So Midori and Gerald instantly like fall to the ground unconscious.
Wait, so we're 0 health right now?
You're at 0 HP. Those that pass take 11. So Locke takes 11, Barbo takes 11. The gargoyles all need to make saves as well. They are not.
Wait, are we taking 11 or 8? I was rolling my own.
I'm sorry, 8. 8.
Okay, we both take 8.
Yeah.
Chilling this.
The gargoyles will. There are what? 4 of them remaining. I count 4, so they will make 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So the second gargoyle will just outright die. Ooh, how did I move the tools? That's awkward.
She wasn't in sunlight, right?
She is not in sunlight. No.
I don't know where she is.
She will be walking through a wall towards you momentarily.
Does DC 9 beat that saving throw? It doesn't, yeah.
13 is the roll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You will
Guess
take
I'll die.
8.
Just.
You will take 8. You will take 8. And I will roll the Banshee, or move the Banshee into the initiative order, I should say.
You get 8 damage. You get 8 damage.
We all get 8 damage. Alright.
Banshees are my favorite enemy, don't you know?
I don't think they are.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think they are. Alright. The Banshee cruises on in. She uses her wail on that round. Gerald, it is your turn. You are unconscious and dying. I need you to make me a death saving throw.
Ow.
You gotta roll well, right? You click the little death save button.
Yeah.
It's time for
It's,
that natural 20.
Under your current hit points, 10 hit points.
1 failure. If you roll a 1 on your next death saving throw, you outright die. Alrighty. Where's the initiative tracker gone?
It's Banshee. It's Gargoyle next.
Sure, but
This one? Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It's broken. This gargoyle fucks off. He flies into the ceiling and hides up there where you can't see him. Who is next?
This gargoyle?
That one. All right. That one also flies into the ceiling and disappears, leaving us with Midori. You need to make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Love me some banshees. All right. You are up and standing. Next is Captain Barbo.
I'm gonna walk up to
Wait,
here.
she got up after one death save?
No. Sorry. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, fuck.
You are alive. You are fine. If you have 2 more to pass.
I guess I'm gonna beat this little boy up, I guess.
Give me a roll to hit.
I mean, stabilize the.
Should be dead.
You rip into it for 22, which is enough to kill it. It dies on the spot, leaving us with movement on your part.
I'm just gonna stay here, so.
Wait, we
Lock.
get behind the banshee at least.
You want me to go
Your
in?
turn.
Yeah.
Stabilize the party.
Fuck the party. We're biting a banshee.
Cool.
This is the leader that you guys wanted, right?
I'm not it's not me. It's Long Lock. Log, it's your turn.
Locke, it's your turn, buddy.
Is he close enough for it to count as a flank on that banshee?
No, he is not flanking the banshee presently.
Okay. Do I have knowledge, like, in looking at this banshee, is this like an ethereal transparent thing where if I swing it at my sword, it's just gonna go right through it?
You have the feeling that that is definitely a possibility. There's only one way to find out, though, for certain.
I'll say Locke, go pick up Midori's sword. It's magical. Maybe that'll help.
That would be like a full action, right? To
Yes.
pick up her sword?
It's an item interaction is free. If you drop your sword from your hand instead of sheathing it, you can pick up Midori's with just the movement required to get there.
To get there and get back, right?
Right, so it would be 30 feet of movement, 32 feet of movement to get there and back.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna pick up her sword and then run back to the banshee. I'm okay to do that?
You can get to the doorway, yeah. That's fine. I think you can reach it from there. That's fine.
Okay. And that's still on my item sheet, Greybane, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Couldn't he charge it with the sword?
Yeah, that's 20 feet. You can
Okay,
charge
cool. Yeah, then I'll definitely do that. So I'm running over to Midori's body. I drop my halberd at the entrance to the door, and then I'm gonna run back and I'm going to swing with Greybane.
Mm-hmm.
Using the charge, right?
Yep. You rolled a
okay.
hit.
Yeah, let's see how much I might have to lawyer this. 17?
Ooh, 17, I believe, is a hit. It does. You strike the Banshee for 21 damage? 22 damage?
22.
On
22.
my charge attack, can I go ahead and toss a superiority die here?
Yeah. What are you tossing in?
I'm going to toss in a trip.
Okay.
So 1d8 damage is added. It's just 2 damage, but he needs to make a throw to not be tripped.
Banshees are immune to being tripped.
Okay.
So you try and knock her to the ground. You do the extra damage, but the Banshee just stands there, hovering a few inches off the ground. Her face, a streak of terror. Her white hair blowing back, straight lines of ghastly fear across
I'm gonna
her
go ahead and
face.
throw a second attack into it.
12 will hit.
damage.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll another 1d8 here, another trip attack. To add 5 more damage.
Ooh, you're getting close.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop my action surge. I'm gonna take another attack, and I'm gonna roll a precision here to add 2. Is 12 enough to hit or no?
It is.
It is? Okay.
It
then
is for 13. So close.
And then I'll do one more double attack. 14 to hit. To kill.
Will bring the Banshee down. Holy shit.
Okay. And then I can move over to Jill, but I don't think I can stabilize
No,
her.
you're out of movement for this
Oh, you're
round.
right. Okay, yep. Okay, that's what I got.
Gerald, it's your turn. A natural 1 here kills you.
Oof,
2 failed
okay.
death saves. Midori, give me another death save. 2 passes. You're good to go. Barbo, who are you going to try and stabilize?
I will try and stabilize the gnome with a medicine check.
Give it to me. Your rolls that have always been so good.
I'm not very
let you
medicinal,
down
dude.
right now. Lock.
Okay, I will move over. Hold on. We get 1 free item interaction, correct?
Yeah.
Does Midori still have a health kit on her?
You seem to recall that she bought one,
I
and
remember
she
at one
hasn't
point
gotten rid of it.
I do.
She
I
did.
still have healer's kit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move over and I'll drop Greybane with my halberd at the door, I guess, and then pick up that medical kit and then move over to Gerald, and that should be a free stabilize.
That should be a free stabilize. You stabilize Gerald.
Okay.
He's no longer dying. Midori, give me another death save. And you get back to your feet, Midori. You wake up. Don't even worry about it. Death
Are you
has
taking a nap,
rejected
Midori?
you. Effectively, Verossi has said, not today, Midori. I need you for something else. You haven't quite paid your debts.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Yo, Locke, we gotta go fuck up these gargoyles. I'm gonna walk in.
What gargoyles?
They're in here.
Look up, and attached to the ceiling, sort of like stuck hanging from them, are 2 gargoyles.
Throwing a dagger at him.
Frozen in stone. Go ahead and throw me. Make me.
Hold on, I don't
This
have
is
a
great.
dagger on me. Well, I have a dagger in my inventory, but not the attack thing, so.
Mm-hmm.
1 second, takes a second to add it. Is there any way that you can add it to my thing? It's not going to my attacks.
Yes, I can do this for you.
So.
Where
Okay,
it
got it.
is- Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep. There should be sneak attack on this somehow, but
11 throws and hits a gargoyle and falls to the ground, doing absolutely nothing. Locke, it's your turn.
If the people in here are okay, I guess I will grab the Greybane here. Are we like out of combat, or are the gargoyles like pretty stuck up there? Or?
They haven't acted. They're just chilling. They're frozen as statues at the top of the ceiling.
Okay, can I pick up Greybane?
Mm-hmm.
And then how high up is the ceiling?
Quite high, actually. It's like 20 feet up.
20 feet
Yeah.
up.
They're attached to the way up there.
Okay, I'll pick up both weapons and I'll hold on to Greybane and my halberd for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we're just chilling for a sec to
Yep.
kind of regain
It'll
our
be
breath.
a few hours for Gerald to regain consciousness.
if these gargoyles aren't doing anything, I guess I'll scour the room and look for items.
How much
Alright.
gold is in these coffers exactly?
Well, I think, let's just say you drag Gerald in here. The party goes
No.
into the treasury.
No, I would not do that.
Okay. I was just trying to put us in a spot where we could say we'll find out what's in the treasury next week. But
I
you
don't want to
can
be
do
put
it.
in a spot where you say, "Oh," and then
Let's
the
just throw 'em in
thing
here.
shuts, and now I need you to roll for oxygen checks as you slowly suffocate and die forever in a room that magically locked behind you.
Well,
But
I'm
actually,
glad
since you
you're-
were so keen to move us into there, I don't think you would kill us that way. Then that's fine. Yeah, we will move us all into here. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
okay with that.
Why don't you drag Gerald in here, wait for him to wake up, and when we come back next week, we will see the piles of treasure that you guys can dig your hands into.
You get to
Because
come back
it's
next week,
heaps
Steve? Or?
and
Yeah, I'll
mounds
be here,
of
yeah.
gold and silver. There's some platinum scattered in there. There's fanciful weapons. There are things that have to be magic items just staring at you. Not to mention jewels.
Okay.
That's
We
why you
will
did your
deal-
magic item building session?
We will deal with all of this at the end, at the beginning of next week.
Does the leader get to distribute the loot?
We'll figure this out next week.
All right, let's go on out of here. Since you are pinging everything, why don't you go first, Steven?
Oh, sorry. I'm Destiny. You know who I am.
Oh, why is the camera flipped again? Give me like
you
2
gotta-
minutes. Hold on.
Oh,
like 2
I mean,
seconds.
One
Destiny.gg. All my subs at the top. You can.
Destiny.gg /shirt.
Oh yeah, go buy it.
Steve.
Lily has shirts on there too.
Wow.
Well,
There we
the
go.
shirt that she semi-designed. Go ahead, Steve. Take us away.
Yeah, Destiny.gg/shirt. That's what I'm promoting right now. I've got a Weeb shirt there. Wow, and then I've got a Ducker Z shirt there. That's what I got for now. And then Destiny.gg. Follow my Instagram. I'm Destiny on Instagram. There you go.
What about your friend's Twitter?
It's Modal7s, but I'm too lazy to spell that out. He's cool too, though. Follow him.
All right. Devin Nash, what's up, buddy? Take us out.
Hi. I'm Devin. Hope you guys really enjoyed the show. We liked enjoying doing it for you. I'm going to be running the episode 14 recap, and we'll do a whole recap episode post show on my stream, twitch.tv/Devin Nash, in about 3 minutes. So come over there. We'll talk about the show, what happened, and what's likely to happen next week. join me there. And yeah, that's it. You can find me on that Twitch channel / Devin Nash. I'll link it in chat. Thank you guys very much for coming out. Hope you guys had fun.
Mr.
Medor?
Mouton? Oh. I'll go
Uh,
last.
Follow my Twitch. If you don't follow me, you're lame. So that's all I got.
Damn.
Can you VIP me in your chat, Lily?
Sure.
Thank you.
Lily, am I modded still in your chat?
No, you
Can
shouldn't be
I unmod
modded.
him?
Wow. Feels bad.
You
man.
guys can find me on twitch.tv/Koibu doing D&D stuff all the time. Or
Do you have any
maybe
new
some
campaigns
Heroes of the
coming out,
Storm.
or?
No, I'm at my capacity for campaigns. I can't take on any more and have them still be quality. So we're gonna chill with this until one of the campaigns ends.
Damn.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Lily?
Cool.
Oh wait, after this, also in a little bit, like 30 minutes, me and Mr. Moon are playing his League of Legends promos because I know how much you guys love those. Okay.
Lily, your turn. Sorry,
yeah.
Steve cut you off.
It's fine. I'm used to it. The only thing I have to promote is I'm doing a cosplay stream with LilyPichu tomorrow at my channel at like 6 p.m. And then it's gonna
What
be
are
on
you
her
cosplaying?
channel at 7 p.m. Raftalia from Shilio. So if you want to come to that, it's on caffeine.tv/LilyPichu. Okay, that's it.
All right.
That's
Cool.
awesome. I'll make sure to be there, Lily.
Well, thanks, Mr. Witten, for the support. I appreciate it. Have
No
fun
problem.
with your promo games with Steven.
I'm probably gonna lose him with Steven.
I hope you win.
We'll see.
Bye, guys.
It's fun, everybody. We'll see you next
See you
week
later.
if Steven doesn't go and go to New
I
Zealand
should be
again.
here, so I don't know why I wouldn't be. We'll see if you guys are
You
here.
weren't here for 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be here.